thing I need some of y'all to do is let us know that you're seeing us and hearing us. So we'll wait on a confirmation for that. We are live, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get our laptop here.
Oh yeah,
going.
yeah. That way I can read the comments.
Mm-hmm.
So you can now put people in timeout for. Oh, that's what it says right there. All right. So I hope everyone's doing all right, having a blessed day. Good evening, Smoky Mountain Man and Philip. Y'all hearing us okay? Let us know. So I need to know that before.
Amy
Hello,
Thomas.
Amy.
Hey.
Are y'all hearing us okay?
Get my phone so I can see.
Yeah.
Put a little heart. Hit that right there. See if that'll. Oh no. I thought maybe the other thing would go
Yes.
away.
Okay. Deborah says yes. Thank
Good.
you. Sounds good. All right. Well, this is our first live stream of the year, and I'm ashamed. It's February 1st, and we should have done this before now. So let me real quickly, Ted and Tina's Adventures, so far so good. Amy Thomas, yes. Michael Presnell, how you doing, man? I hope you're enjoying that new job of yours. Thank you for being here tonight. We're doing well. So hello, Melissa from Las Vegas. Yes, we've been talking by email a little bit lately. So thank you for joining us on the live stream tonight. Stephen West, love you from Alabama. Glad y'all are hearing us okay down there in Alabama. Hey, Tony, hope you and Ginger are well. Brian says, I'm here with my circus peanut. Yeah, I ignored that comment the other day, so I guess I'm going to respond to it now. I hope you enjoy those, man. I really do. I don't, the good thing about me, I don't demand everybody hate the same candy I hate. So, Mega Bay, hello from Cager Mountain, just up the road.
Yep.
All right, so, glad you're with us tonight. Hello, Wanda from South Carolina. Lisa Marshall, hello. Michael, I'm good. It's going good. How is your job going? It's going. That same thing I was doing, just a different setting. So it's going well.
Mm-hmm.
Smoky Mountain Man. Hi, Brian. How are you, buddy? Okay. Walter Mazzell sounds good from Florida. Awesome.
What part of Florida?
Yeah, what part of Florida are you from? We just got back from Florida a couple nights, or actually 5 nights in St. Augustine back in Christmas week.
I want to go back.
Yeah. I tell you what, you can't get enough of that area. I'm not fond of those candies either, just messing with you, so you just make up trouble. I'm just kidding.
Those circus peanuts, I don't mind those. I don't want a whole bag, so I don't ever eat them. You know?
I mean, if somebody gave them to me, I'd throw them away. But I'd let you have them, I guess.
Let me have a few of them.
I'd send them to Brian. That's what I do. Smoky Mountain Man, Derek, I don't have my onions tonight.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it's another thing
Palm
I don't care
Bay.
for.
They're from Palm Bay.
Palm Bay, okay, nice. Adam, hello from North Wilkesboro. All right, just next county over.
Yeah.
Did you see our review from Roselli's there about a couple of weeks ago?
Yes.
There in North Wilkesboro. Jeff Moore, hey guys from San Diego.
We need to go back and try pizza there at Roselli's.
San Diego, that is a beautiful skyline at night. When we were there in 2021, we actually took some beautiful pictures. We crossed the, I think it's at the Coronado Bridge, and then we were at a park looking back over the bay.
Real pretty at
Yeah,
night.
it really was.
And it was like so many different colors too. The city was lit.
Wish I could remember the name of that park, but
Was
it's
it
just,
was it not Coronado
it might have been.
Park?
Doug says, evening guys, hope y'all are doing great. Weather has been nice around here in Pittsburgh. Yeah, it's been kind of mild today.
Yeah, today was like 55, I think.
Yeah, but I'm hearing a little bit of buzz about possibly a winter storm next week. It's still a long way out, but
Weather.
I hope. Well, and they're not going to have it definite right
Well,
now.
I know, but still yet.
Thanks for all the great info and videos y'all make. I appreciate that. Koala Bear, hello.
Hey.
Good hearing from you again. Enjoyed meeting up with y'all for supper that night. Hope y'all are doing well. Walter says, I have property in Bryson, just need to put a house on it. Oh yeah, beautiful area. Geo Madcat dropped in to say hello. Glad you did. Thank you. Brian asked about your hand.
Okay, so the latest on my hand. So I went to a local specialist, Catawba Valley Vascular. She looked at it. She's like, this is not something I deal with. She does more varicose veins and so forth. But they did another ultrasound on it and gave me a referral to Winston. So I do have an appointment.
A week from tomorrow.
Yeah. a following Friday. So
So-
we're going there. And hopefully, I mean, what they tell me that it's called, it's an AVM, atrial venial malformation, which is something that you're born with. And then when I've Googled that, mine's very, very mild, thankfully. If that's indeed what it is. But I'm going to have an ultrasound of some sort there before I see the doctor. So we'll just go from there.
Yeah, just continue to remember her in prayers. I'm very concerned about it because I remember when we first got married, your doctor at Baptist Hospital then told you that there was only 2 people in the country that had expertise in what you have. And I don't remember what he called it.
Yeah, I don't remember what
And he's retired, so.
Yeah, and apparently he's like a very well-known doctor. If you ever heard of a wound vac, he was one of the doctors that helped make that. I thought that was pretty interesting. I just learned that.
So now I'm afraid we just don't want anybody to misdiagnose or mess it up because he at that time felt like you could not have surgery on that hand to repair it. So.
Yeah, so we'll just say, and thankfully it's not hurting me. The clots in the area, they're still kind of hard, but and I'm not in the pain that I was in.
The clotting is what worries me, even though I'm glad you're not in pain.
Because honestly, it was hurting so bad. If they had said, we're doing surgery, we're cutting off a couple of your fingers, I'd been like, okay, right now, I don't want that. I don't want that.
Adam Burchett says, yes, I watch all your videos. We appreciate that. Been to Roselli's many times and pretty much grew up at sunny Italy. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Amy Thomas, I'm in southeast Georgia, 20 minutes west of Brunswick, Georgia. So we have some friends who live in Brunswick, very close friends, in fact. Yes, that's Glenn County's where I guess you are. Maybe if you're 20 minutes west. I don't know if you're still. But yeah, we actually meet up with them every year on our way back from Florida there in Brunswick, and we usually eat a meal with them. So yeah, we know that area very well. Ron Harden, hey, love what you do, love the video. Thank you very much for that, Ron. We appreciate all of the nice comments that we get. And the people that let us know on a regular basis that they appreciate our videos.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
It does.
I'm out and about, GeoMaker, I'm out and about shopping in Publix. Yeah, that's my kind of store.
I was
like
just in Publix earlier today.
Yeah. We finally got one here.
Yeah. Close by.
They finally made their way up out of Florida into North Carolina. So Clifford Northrop says, hello, Cliff from Toledo, Ohio. We have, this is going to thrill you. We have eaten at McDonald's in Toledo many years ago. Right off I-75 there. It's right below the Michigan border. Remember we stopped there on the way back from, we've been up in Detroit.
I probably wouldn't have remembered that.
I can tell you about everywhere we've ever eaten.
Yes, and gas stations too.
Let's see, Bullard Ranch watching. Thank you for watching. Koala Bear, yes, we enjoyed it too. Recovering from mild case. Oh no, I hope you, y'all are doing well. I hope y'all are on the quick road to recovery. Thoroughly enjoyed eating at Harry's that night. Great food.
Yep.
Great time of fellowship. Amy Thomas, you getting the Buc-ee's? Are they putting the Buc-ee's in Brunswick?
Well, I don't know, but we're getting one in Mebane, North Carolina.
Yeah, that's only about 2 hours from us.
But we're getting one in North Carolina.
Yeah. Nothing this part of the state, though.
Brian.
Let's see. Hello, guys. We remembered. Yes.
Hello.
Glad you did.
Yep.
Okay. We love your videos. Thank you, Clifford. Appreciate that so much.
So she said, yes, they are getting a.
I think Smoky Mountain Man knows everybody.
He does.
He
They're
does.
popular.
Yeah.
Hello from Central Illinois.
Central Illinois. Okay. So are we talking like Bloomington, Galesburg? We've been through there a few times on the way back and forth to Minnesota. Have a Peoria, maybe. Have a great Groundhog Day.
When is Groundhog Day?
Yeah, that's right. That is coming up. I don't
Is
know
that
if
the
you
5th?
see it. You're asking the wrong person. Is it maybe tomorrow? I don't know.
Let me Google that.
Brantley County. Okay, so you're a little bit west of there, I guess. Brantley County, Georgia.
Oh, it's tomorrow, the 2nd.
Yeah.
Okay.
How was the tailgate lunch?
I posted our cookout today on my.
Oh, okay. I had no idea what something.
It was good.
Yeah. I knew she was coming by to see me at work. I didn't know she was bringing me lunch.
Yeah. I was wanting to have it all set up and everything, but almost had it all set up and he come walking out. So.
Felicia says, good evening, guys. Heading to Sedona, Arizona. You are headed to one beautiful place. In June, we went in December and it was quite cold.
Yeah.
Did we do a video? Surely we did a video. I don't remember it though.
What?
of Sedona? I can't imagine we didn't.
We did. Yeah, we did. Because when we went up, looking at the red rocks and stuff like that, and what's that church called?
The cathedral. I don't know.
We did do a video.
It's something that'll come up in a search.
Yeah,
it
we
was
did
a cathedral. And actually, if you're up there at that cathedral and you look down, there's to the right of the cathedral, there's a huge house there. And we didn't know it at the time, but I think the person who invented LASIK surgery owns that house.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful home.
Yeah. Also, you may have your activities planned out. You want to drive up, I think it's called Airport Road, if I'm not mistaken. That's a great view of Sedona. You're up high and you're looking at the red rocks.
I love the whole state of Arizona. It's so different in so many areas. I love it. Love it.
Looking forward to watching your Arizona vlogs.
So let me know.
I know we did some. Yeah, let us know how you like Sedona. I don't know if you're going to do any hikes. When we go back, we want to take some time to do some hikes. It was kind of threatening snow that day.
Well, that was kind of more just we stopped to see it. We had so much.
We did. We had a lot to cram in 8 days.
Yeah, but Arizona's somewhere you could go and just explore the whole state, and I don't think you get tired of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And she says, absolutely love your zeal for the Lord and all you're doing for us travelers. God bless. Thank you. That means a lot to us.
Mm-hmm.
And Derek Stolly's hi from Conover, just down the road.
Okay.
We are ready for camping season. Hopefully see y'all somewhere along the way. That would be great.
We want to do more camping this year. We
do.
Planning.
Yeah. Have a good night. Got to run. Thank you for stopping in, Geo Mad Cat. We appreciate that. Kim B says, hi, Derek and Shaughnessy. Good evening,
Hello.
Kim.
Is your blood thinner? No, it's Xarelto. I'm on a Xarelto, however you say it. Sorry.
And I've heard these medicines, I'll be honest with you, they scare me to death because you watch the commercials for them and there's like one thing it's supposed to help with and 45 other things it can do to you.
Yeah, blood thinner I was always kind of nervous taking. So I was like, do I really have to take this? She says yes until they see you and tell you otherwise. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I hope they tell you otherwise. But Smoky Mountain, glad to see you guys are live. Sorry to say Smoky Mountain Man, I don't think that's the same person.
No.
Glad to see you guys are live. Yeah, first time this year. I think the last time we were live, maybe it was Christmas Day.
Yeah, I think so.
As we were traveling
down
to St. Augustine. Jim Miller, hi from Cape Coral, Florida. I believe you're near Fort Myers, and if I'm not mistaken. You made our vacation great last fall. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. That's the thing. We want our videos to be helpful and provide people with ideas. And Brenda says, remember my uncle Larry Burris, family in your prayers as they had the funeral today. Yes, let's definitely
will
remember the family and for God's grace and comfort during the time of loss. And that's the thing. Only God can give that peace and comfort. So.
So Amy says yes in Brunswick. So I guess they are getting a Buc-ee's. I'm surprised.
Okay.
The Howells didn't tell us about that.
Well, they're not really named the Howells. We say that because we speak on about being rich, but because they like to cruise a lot. But they're our friends.
And they're like diamond status. They're like way up there, elite.
Yeah, but I mean, we just pick on them about that. We call them
them.
Mr. and Mrs. Howell, but that's just kind of a nickname for years. He's actually from North Wilkesboro and has been in Southeast Georgia for many, many years.
Yeah.
Love your videos. The snow ones were so beautiful. We love making those. I think snow videos are some of my favorite to make because I like the snow. So I'm glad y'all like them. It's fun for us just to, drive up the mountain to Boone or Blowing Rock, or if we have time on a weekend, like Maggie Valley, drive a couple hours west and go there. We love making snow videos. Smoky Mountain Man, it looks like you had 3 great meals last week. And of the 3, which one would you say was your favorite? That is, oh goodness. I'm going to have to go with Paula Dean's and Bennett's as they're 2 different types of food. Nothing against Mama's Farmhouse, but we got there
late. That would
late.
be on my bottom. Yeah.
It wasn't bad. I want to be fair. It wasn't bad. It's just the way, I don't know. I felt like the service this time was not what we had the previous time, and she was sweet, and we're nothing.
She started off good.
Yeah, nothing against her personally. I mean, we were treated friendly, just maybe a little not organized. You know what I'm saying?
But as far as the food, it was just like nothing was like super hot or just like oh wow, this is besides the dessert. Now I was really impressed.
I mean, their chicken's always good. I don't think their chicken can be topped, but Paula Dean's was really good.
It was.
We hadn't been there in probably 5 years.
It had been a while.
And then Bennett's was very good the next day as well.
Yeah.
So, The only thing is eating family style that late at night on Friday, then doing it again on Saturday. That was rough. We did it again on Saturday, then went Bennett's, yeah, and then I tried to eat a little bit less there, but yeah, I felt like I haven't eaten much this week. I've been eating like oranges and bananas at work just to kind of let some of that weight excess go off of. But Smoky Mountain, Derek, that baked potato and the butter bath you had been in. She did bring a lot of extra butter, which I asked her to, but I didn't know she was going to bring that much. I didn't use all of it.
And normally he has to ask for more, but yeah.
Usually they'll ask you butter and sour cream, and say no extra butter, and then you have to remind them.
Yeah, she did.
She remembered.
She's good.
Yeah, she was a good waitress. She really was. Yeah, I didn't end up using all that butter. Smoky Mountain, I did, Brian. Did what? Oh, I got to meet everybody. Okay. We're going to try that hog leg when we get to Gatlinburg. Yeah, you kind of piqued my curiosity, so I went back and watched the video, and apparently we liked it. I didn't remember being impressed enough to get it again, but I think we both said it was good. It was like kind of maybe sweet and part of the leg. So
I didn't remember eating it, and then we were watching. I was like, "Oh, I got one too."
But we did get one not this past Bennett's, but the year before.
A year ago in January.
Yeah, a year ago in January.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you though, Rex, their burnt ends are outstanding at Bennett's. They really, if you're a burnt ends person, they're great. They're great. Let's see, tomorrow I think. Yeah. They're talking about Groundhog Day.
Oh yeah.
February 2 tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow my birthday. Happy birthday.
Oh, happy early birthday. Hope you're 100% better for that.
Gary Millwood. Gary from Signal Mountain, Tennessee. Thank you for joining us, Gary. Jerry G. Hello, lovebirds from Raleigh. I thought you were in Lakeland. Or is there another Jerry G? I think that's Jerry Goff.
Yeah, I was going to say last name's different.
Yeah, all right. So Raleigh, okay. Awesome.
They'll be near Buc-ee's. Oh yeah, look at his sweatshirt.
I had to offset that with something local. Yeah, I'm Minnesota. So Raleigh, home of the Wolfpack.
Yeah, I had my sweatshirt on. He goes, "Is that what you're wearing tonight?" I said, "Yes." He goes, "I need to offset that."
Ronald Harden, we love going to the Smokies. We do too. It's about 4 hours from us. I live in Kentucky. Okay. We're going to try to get to Kentucky sometime this year. We want to do the Ark.
Yeah, we do.
I have always loved studying biblical creation, and I want to go to the Ark. So, how is NC State doing? Hopefully beating UNC and Duke. They did not fare well against UNC the first time. We got to rectify that. I don't know if they played Duke yet. If they did, I actually haven't watched it because we don't have cable anymore. I don't have ESPN. It seems like you can only watch it on ESPN anymore most of the time. So I try to check the scores, but I just don't get to watch it like I used to. But yeah, I hope they beat UNC especially. I would rather lose to anybody than UNC. Sherry Sunshine finally made it. Welcome, Sherry.
Hey.
Hello, DP Mark. Glad to see you in here tonight. Chapel of the Holy Cross. That is it.
That is it.
Yeah. Let's see. Scroll down too far again.
Diane.
Yeah. Smoky Mountain. Yes, Chapel of the Holy Cross. That is correct. It's an impressive building. And it's an impressive view from it. I'll say that. Love watching your videos. Saw your video about the struggles earlier in your marriage. You know you have a good marriage and God's with you when you come through times together. That is absolutely right. Thank you for commenting on that. That is one of the few handfuls of videos we've made that we honestly felt led of God to do. That God was going to use it in a way and bless it. We've had hundreds of comments and even personal messages sent to us about how people enjoyed that video, and a handful of negatives, but I'm talking about overwhelming positives, and we appreciate that. Tailgate lunch, any onions on Derek's sandwich? Well, I'd have thrown it on the ground if there had been. She knows not to bring me sandwiches.
Yeah, I'm like only when I'm done. I'm like only the toppings I said.
Sherry Sunshine, love y'all so much. Thank you, Sherry. Appreciate that. Feel like family. That's a blessing.
Yeah.
Derek Stallings, we have. I want to say, before I go on to the next comment, I want to say that we've made a lot of friends through this, not just people that are friends of the channel, but people that we've gotten to meet, some of you we haven't yet, that we feel like we've made genuine friends. And that makes it
And
work.
it does, in a way, like feel, family too, because it's like,
Absolutely.
so we've got so many regular commenters on YouTube, so many regular ones on our Facebook. And we get to know you guys, when you make comments and, tell us a little bit about yourselves too. And, and so many of you reach out to us personally, and we appreciate that. We do.
We must be on like a 5-second delay. I'm watching myself drinking water.
Yeah, it is. It's on a delay.
Derek Stallings, have y'all reviewed No Way Jose and Gatlinburg? We really enjoyed. We haven't.
It's been a while since we've eaten.
It's been a long time since we've been there. It's probably been 10 years.
Yeah, because when we went and we weren't like overly wowed by it.
We've been twice.
We maybe do a trip to see if it's better. But no,
we kind of found our Mexican restaurant in Gatlinburg, and that's El Salvador. We just really have just been drawn back to there several times. But we could give No Way Jose another try.
Mm-hmm.
I am glad that you had a good experience there. Edward Coley, hi from Valley, Alabama. Hello, Edward. Appreciate you tuning in tonight. Cliff Northrop, hello. We love your videos. Thank you. We married October 22nd. Want to sell our home, go RV camp working. I'm Dorothy Northrop. We married October 22nd. Cliff is 59. I'm 76. Well, congratulations on your marriage. And
working in an RV, that would be fun to drive around and see different places and stuff like that.
Yes, absolutely.
There's a couple Facebook people that I have followed that do that. They live in their RV and then travel around. I'm like, if you can do that, that'd be like so neat to see all the different places.
It really would. Yeah, I envy y'all, and congratulations on the marriage.
Yeah.
Gwen Nicholson, good evening from Pennsylvania. Good evening. Love your videos. Thanks for sharing your adventures. You're very welcome. Thank you for watching them. So, Pennsylvania. Last time we were in Pennsylvania was 2021. No, I'm sorry, 2020. We were up in the northwest part, a little place called Springboro, just south of Erie. And the weather, considering it was January, was not that bad. It was snowing, but there wasn't maybe an inch on the ground, so it could have been a lot worse up there. Tammy Buffkin, love the snow videos. I want some here so bad. Yes, we do too.
I'd like some in my front yard.
Yeah. We don't have to go far to see it, but we used to not have to go anywhere to see it, and something happened with the weather here in the last 2 years, and I don't like it. So I want my old weather back. Guys, God bless y'all. Got to go for now. Thank you, Ronald, for tuning in tonight. Yes. Smoky Mountain Faith, Food, and Fun. Good evening, guys. Love the breakfast at Paula Dean's. Good to see you guys tonight. Good to see y'all.
Hey.
Paula Dean's was. Oh, you said Paula. I'm thinking Mama's. Yeah, we have not tried breakfast there, have we?
No, we haven't. But we had talked about. Well, we hadn't talked about Paula Dean's, but going to Mama's for breakfast.
Yeah, well.
But Paula Dean's.
I'd be open to Paula Dean's too. Have y'all done Mama's for breakfast? I'd love to hear y'all's thoughts on that if you have. But good to see y'all in here tonight, Brooks and Christy. Appreciate that. The Gatlinburg Hussy. Quick hello from Gatlinburg. Hello, Sean.
Hey.
Good to hear from you tonight. Happy birthday, Koala Bear. Yes, happy birthday. Queen of the Parks. Hello from Kentucky. Hello. Hello from Sperry, Iowa. That's getting back up into your neck of the woods in Minnesota. So, yeah. I'm not sure where Sperry is, but we were in Iowa on our way home. So it's actually a very pretty state. We were coming back through there in July, just all the cornfields.
Cornfields were huge. It was amazing. Yeah,
we actually had lunch with some people who watch our church live stream in Davenport, and they had just visited our church about a month before that, so we met up with them and had lunch in Davenport.
Yeah.
My husband and I have just come across your channel. I've really enjoyed your channel. Thank you, Michelle. I'm glad that y'all have found it.
Welcome.
Yes, welcome, and hope y'all continue to enjoy it. Who are you pulling for in the Super Bowl? To be honest with you, I hope they both lose. I do not like either team. I'm not even going to watch it. I'll just be honest with you. I have an associate who's a 49er fan. I really don't want to see his Facebook post. So, you ever have that friend that gets on your nerves when it comes to sports? Because they're always posting about how great their team is. I kind of want the 49ers to lose just for that reason. Just to be honest with you. I hope I don't lose subscribers over that. But I'm not going to lose sleep over either team. I knew after week 3 the Panthers wasn't going, so what can you say? Hello from North Mississippi. Good evening. Greetings from Macon, Georgia. Love your videos because it gives us ideas of places to go when we come to that area. Glad you find them helpful.
Yeah, so we want here.
Actually, you talk about Macon, your Buc-ee's, which is just basically Warner Robins, is the first one we ever stopped at. That was the very first time we ever set foot in Buc-ee's. We've been back to it 2 times since then for a total of 3. We like that Buc-ee's, we really do. Let's see, Wanda, if you guys haven't been to Parrot Mountain, you should check it out. It's amazing. Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, we haven't been, but we need to.
Hello, Frank from Dayton, Ohio. I'm glad you love our channel. We appreciate that. Tammy, same thing. We appreciate you saying that. And Smoky Mountain, listen to the man. Everyone needs to hit that like button.
Oh, yeah, go give us a thumbs up and like it. So
yes.
That helps us out.
And it looks like so far 2 have. All right. Yeah,
We've got 118 of you watching. So
yes, so 116 of you.
Please go hit the thumbs up.
I will get the burn ends. I usually get pulled pork or brisket. I hope you like the burn ends if you do get them, since I'm the one that's telling you about them. I just hope they're not off that day. And by the way, we went to the Ark with some of our church.
Oh, okay.
I can't wait to go. I really can't. Now, Rex, I'm going to tell you about the burn ends. You know me, I'm an anti-onion person. Now, if you don't mind onions, I'm just going to make you aware there are onions mixed in with them.
I think it's in the sauce?
It's in the sauce, yes.
Yeah,
They've been pretty good with trying to pick at me out some that without onions. Last year I didn't get any at the one in Gatlinburg, and then this year I did bite into one. But I don't know why they got to do it that way, but other than that, they're great. Evangelist Michael Mitchell watching from East Tennessee. Thank you for watching, sir. Yeah. Appreciate that. Felicia, the Ark Encounter and Creation Museum are amazing. Can't wait to go. The Christmas display is awesome too.
Yeah, I heard their Christmas.
That actually might be an idea too, if we don't get to go in the spring.
Nice.
Smoky Mountain, the Ark Encounter is amazing. Yes, yeah. I appreciate anybody who goes to the effort to bring the truth, because well, I could get off on a lot of things here, but unfortunately what's being taught today as far as the origins of the earth just isn't right.
Yeah.
And I appreciate we firmly hold the biblical account. I don't believe you can look at what we see today and deny there was a flood, because there's just first of all, marine life doesn't get up on top of mountains by itself. So without God, you have nothing. That is true, Frank. It sure is. 115 in chat. Yeah, I don't know if that's the most we've ever had or not, but that's a good number. The Ark was fantastic. Hard to describe. Amazing, really. What's up, guys, from our band in North Georgia? We live in Jasper. Well,
so
thank you for,
So you're on our Facebook page. I can't think of your name, but I remember you saying that your YouTube channel is called Say Never. He comments a lot on our Facebook. I'm drawing a blank.
All right, so everybody check out. Is that the name of the channel?
His YouTube channel. Yeah, I'm trying to.
She keeps up with the Facebook.
Yeah, I keep up with that. So I remember that when you said that. I'm terrible.
Love watching you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. You know, if you get that channel name.
No, that is the channel name.
Oh, that is the channel.
I was trying to think of his name. That's his YouTube channel.
Amy Thomas. We took my son to the Ark for his graduation. First time flying also. So you enjoyed flying. I like it. I don't think I'd want to do it all the time, but I am excited / nervous when we fly.
Yeah, I don't like going up or being up. I like landing.
You should see. I think the next flight, we've recorded all of our flights since we've been doing this. And I think the next time I'm going to put the camera on her, because she just sits there with her eyes shut, and you really can't talk to her when we're taking. I'll say, I'll be pointing out things to her. She just really wants me to be quiet, because I always sit by the window because somebody's got to record the flight. I like looking down, trying to figure out where I am by the land that I see below. And when you're flying west, I can always spot the Mississippi River. So,
one thing though, when we were coming back last time, he was watching out the window, and the lady in front of me, she apparently had gotten the Wi-Fi package. She was on her Snapchat, and she was hitting like the location, and I'd be
She's looking up between the seats.
I can see it. I'm like, we're flying over such and such.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you told me we were flying over Houston, Texas when we left San Antonio.
Was that it?
I wouldn't have known it, but you were kind of looking through the seats.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to be nosy. I could just see that it was a Snapchat
gotta
location.
do what we gotta do. Have you guys done the sky ride yet? I'm not sure what.
I'm lost. Sky ride, where's that at?
It's right after. Hold on.
Sky, is that the thing over there at the Mountain Mile in Pigeon Forge? Because if it is, no.
Yeah, we haven't done it. I've scrolled down too far again.
It's right after global warming.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'm back there now.
Okay.
No, we have not done the sky ride yet. I'd have to take a look at that to see if that's something we're going to do.
If it's that thing at the Mountain Mile, that's what I asked you last when we went to
I'm not sure what it is.
that nut store. Remember, I pointed at that big tall thing. So you want to ride that? And you said no.
Oh no, absolutely not.
If that's
okay,
it,
yeah,
if
that's it.
If that's it, yeah.
No. Hello from South Carolina. Love when you were in Maggie. Yes, we do too.
Mm-hmm.
We lived there for a few years. Love Stonebridge Campground. I have to look up that campground.
Is that an RV campground? I may know where that's at. We may pass it right going in. I'm not
I think
sure.
we found a good little place that we may like to stay in the future too, right there on the Jonathan Creek. It was just really nice, really peaceful.
It was really nice. 4 seasons in. Check our video out if you hadn't already.
There's a couple of nice ones like Jonathan Creek, but it's a little expensive. So
yeah, it is.
4 Seasons was a little bit more budget. It was friendly and spacious. Good continental breakfast. So
yeah.
The island of Pigeon. Okay, so it's at the island.
It is.
Okay.
Oh, the island. I was saying.
Yeah,
no.
you were saying up there by
the island.
That nut place. What was that called again?
Sunnyland Farm.
Sunnyland Farm.
But what's Skybridge? Oh wait, what's that? What's that? Is that the indoor ride?
I don't know. We'll have to look.
Right beside of Paula Dean's? Because if it is, no, we have not done that.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty new, isn't it?
A year or two.
Yeah, they used to have the parking lot, right?
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Oh, VA Fun Seekers. Hello, Derek and Shaughnessy.
Hello.
Good evening, David, Cindy, and Carly. Good to see you all in here. Appreciate y'all stopping by tonight.
We're behind on the comments, so we're
Yes, we
getting
are.
there.
Hey, y'all from Rocky Mount, way down east. Good
Hey.
evening, Kim. One Bad Cube Man. What's up with the proliferation of Gatlinburg Smokies YouTube channels? There must be at least 50 channels. Well, it's a popular area to make videos.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of people go there on vacation, so before they go, they search.
Yeah, and then just a lot of people too, they love the area so much that they just decide to start their own channel. And honestly, like us, we're watching someone else, even though, we don't live there. It's just fun for us to document our travels, and we enjoy watching them again later. It's making memories for us, and we're sharing it. So.
And the good thing about it is every YouTuber that does things there is different, so you can kind of find the ones you like, the ones you don't.
And then people find different things to do.
Yeah.
So
we've gotten a lot of ideas from some, and we've given some ideas to people.
Yeah.
So a lot of people
I
go
think
there
it's
on
great.
vacation. So it's just if you're going to do anything on YouTube, it's a good idea to do some of it there.
Yeah.
Wanda, when we come up, we stay in an RV park in a cabin. We love it. Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Smoky Mountain.
Yeah,
We have not done Mama's for breakfast.
We have not done Mama's for breakfast. Okay, that's Brooks and Christy. Yeah. Our 2 go-to places are Five Oaks. We love Five
Yes,
Oaks.
we do.
And Brick and Spoon.
Haven't tried that.
I don't know. Where is that at?
Is that in Sevierville, I think? I think that's in
You got me on
Sevierville.
that one. We've done Five Oaks a couple of times. We actually did it recently with the VA Fun Seekers. When you go to the Ark, go to the Creation Museum as well.
Yes.
Both are amazing. That is what
We've been
heard.
told that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think, aren't they like 45 minutes apart?
Yeah, I heard there's a little bit of distance between them.
So yeah, but we definitely want to plan for that.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Smoky Mountain. Hello. Faith Food and Family. Sherry Sunshine. Smash that like button. Yes, absolutely.
Yes, go over here and hit that button.
Yeah,
See-
there's still just two.
Click on it. See if it's just not updated. Click on
It
it.
could be.
Go ahead. Oh,
I
now we have.
hate to like our
We
own
liked
video.
our own video.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like to do that. I just want to see
Ah.
if it would update the.
You can't do it on your phone. I can't figure out if you can.
I too have to say I have enjoyed all of the awesome videos. Thank you, Koala Bear,
We
for that. We
appreciate it.
appreciate that. Oops, got it. It may just not be updating. I don't know.
It may but not be. We got 121 watching now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Diane Spohn, if I'm sorry if I got your last name wrong, they're from Pennsylvania. Went to the Ark last year, loved it. Take 2 days and go to the Ark Museum. Yes,
Yeah,
that's
plan
what
on
we've been hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Creation reveals the glory of God. Amen to that. The Creation Museum is great too. Yeah. Carol Brown, good evening. My husband and I love your videos. So thankful for both of you and the blessing you both are, always standing for the truth and for the Lord. Thank you, Carol. That
We
means
appreciate
more to us than
Yeah.
anything else. How do you like your new job? Well, I'm doing pretty much what I was doing before. You know, it's a little different. I have to drive a little further. That's a disadvantage, but I mean, they're treating me well. They gave me the schedule that I asked for, so you know, I can't knock that. So you know, it's going. Smoky Mountain Man, Brian and Brenda B. I have been to both the Creation Museum and the Ark Encounter twice. That's great. They would have to knock me out to get me on a plane. I kind of thought that's what we were going to have to do.
That was like Mr. T. You remember that? What was that? Is that called? What was the name of that show? Mr. T.
The A-Team?
The A-Team. Every time they were going to fly with him, they had to knock him out somehow.
I don't know if I ever watched that show or not. I remember it. Hold on. I hit the scroll button and it goes down at 40 comments.
So Smoky Mountain Man said, Derek, the best flight will be the Rapture. And I agree
Amen
with
to that. Amen to that.
Yep.
That's one everybody better have a ticket for too.
Yeah. Be ready.
Yeah. I don't like taking off, but I'm fine with the rest of the flight.
Yeah, taking off is like, when will they ever level out?
That's her. To me, it's kind of exciting. I don't know. I love that power. It just kind of.
Well, that part's okay, but once you're off the ground and then you're continuing going up for it seems like 30 minutes, it's like, okay, are we not high enough yet?
When we flew to Dallas back in 2021, that's the first time I've been on a plane in over 20 years. And I remember when they got out to the main part of the runway, I remember hearing them engines kick on. I don't know, it was like an adrenaline rush. And then just that force, I loved it.
And the force stopping, that's pretty nice too.
I don't care for the landing now. The last time we flew in from San Antonio back to Charlotte, that guy was in a hurry to get on the ground.
You bounced a couple times.
Yeah, I did not like that. But it is neat to see the land and water below it when you are flying. It sure is. It sure is. When we had flown out of San Antonio, we were flying over to Houston. We could actually see out into the Gulf of Mexico, even though we weren't actually over it. We could see it. And that was pretty neat. Let's see. Went to Creation. Brenda went to the Ark with church, but I had to work that day, so I haven't been to it.
Oh.
Sky ride at the island. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to look at that. Hey y'all, MLT. Hey y'all from Wilkes County. Good evening, neighbor. My family on my dad's side lives in Wilkes County. Pretty much everybody on my dad's side is from Wilkes County. If you go to the Ark Encounter, try to go to the Creation. Yes, we certainly will. Ty Phillips, hello from Clayton, North Carolina. Really enjoy your channel. Thanks for the Walmart gift card. You are welcome. We were glad to. That was the 5,000 subscriber mark, wasn't it? Yeah.
So we've already talking, and we're not there yet. But like when we hit the 10,000, we got to do something there.
Yeah, we're not there yet. We still got a little way, but yeah, we'll have something in the works then. Sky ride is at Beyond the Lens. It is really fun. Okay. Ken Green says flying is not my favorite, being 6'5" the leg. I can imagine it's challenging for me. And see, when we fly with our pets, we have to put them in the little carrier under the seat in front of us. So there goes my leg room because it sticks out some. And I actually unzip it and fold it out a little bit so they can have more space. So my leg room, I pretty much got my knees in my mouth the whole trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine being 6'5". I'm only 6 foot, and it's bad enough. We flew to California, arriving on Friday. The following Tuesday was 9/11. Wow, that I think that would kind of be a little bit nerve-wracking for me, when I was 9/11. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's where I don't see how people who fly over the ocean for that long. I don't. It'd be tough for me to sit there for that long. I think the most we've ever done is about 3 hours in one city. I prefer to drive. I do too, if we have the time.
Yeah, if you have the time.
But when we were doing that West Coast tour, we only had 8 days, and it just get out there and get back. Because it would take us 2-3 days just to gotten out there. But yeah, like going to Florida, we don't never fly to Florida. We drive it.
That always seems to go back quickly for us because we know the route so well.
I think we did say the next time we go to Minnesota, we're going to fly there.
We're definitely flying to Minnesota.
That was about 1,200 miles.
And we didn't stop for the night. We decided to push through and thought we could just alternate sleeping. That didn't work.
Tammy Buffkin, Derek, you need to quit aggravating people when they are in the out. I know.
I heard all that commotion. I was like, what is going on over here?
Yeah, we did that same thing actually the first time we had a mom. But I said, let's recreate that and do it a little better this time. And yeah. But yeah, we thought that would just be kind of enjoyable. I still don't know why the woman there wouldn't take my sticker, but anyway. Right, Let's see. Oh yeah, the outhouse was so funny. Glad y'all enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm.
Say Never says, I like all your videos. Y'all rock. Thank you. Brian says, we had an outhouse till I was 7 or 8. Yeah.
Wow.
God bless you both. God bless you as well.
Thank you.
Amy says, I love flying. We have discovered that flying from Brunswick to Georgia to Knoxville is a much better travel than a 9-hour drive.
That's what Teresa does.
Yeah, that's what our friends in Brunswick do. She's actually from Clinton, Tennessee originally, and he's from North Wilkesboro, and they live in Brunswick. And she flies out of Brunswick to Knoxville.
To see her family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she does that a lot.
Yeah. One bad tube, man. Have y'all seen the guy who looks like Elvis that drives around Pigeon Forge in a black BMW?
No.
The only black BMW we know is the one right there beside of Parton's Deli in Gatlinburg. It's kind of parked, and it's kind of a novelty.
He backs into
it's
it.
a novelty in itself how he gets that car in that little space.
Yeah.
But no,
it's been all over Facebook and all these different Gatlinburg.
I haven't seen the.
Looks like Elvis.
We have not seen him. Mm-hmm. Tony says, "Hey, VA Fun Seekers." Hello, Tony Lashman.
59 thumbs up. Maybe
okay,
thing
yeah,
is not.
It must not be because we're showing 2, so that's good.
Thanks, guys. Continue,
yes.
please.
Skyline is in Pigeon Forge. Y'all knew inside, right? Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Ann Reynolds, hi. How are you doing? We want to go to Tennessee sometime soon. I hope you get to.
Yeah.
We're doing well. Thank you for asking.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you are. I hope you get to make it to Tennessee soon. Beautiful, beautiful place. Hope you play mini golf again. How do you block people? Just kidding.
We do need to have another game.
Yeah. Well,
when it warms up
I figured out the problem there. Every time we played that you've won, we've been in the state of Florida, and I'm a Tennessee fan, so the state of Florida doesn't like me. I think if we played in Tennessee, it would be a different outcome. So we definitely need to do that.
Okay.
What do you think?
Well, let's do it.
I still think we need to go bowling because you've never beaten me at bowling. Have you been to the Comedy Barn there? That's an awesome show. We have.
A long time, but yeah.
It has been a long time. Last time we were there, I got called up on stage. Now, I'll go ahead and tell you, we watched YouTube videos of the Comedy Barn when Eric calls it. When he beats those 3 guys on the head, he absolutely just has a way of making fun of everybody. So we enjoy those.
Mm-hmm. Derek tries to avoid the mini golf.
Yeah, I think we're going to try it in the state of Tennessee. Probably an Elvis impersonator, yes, most likely. And scroll down too far again.
So Brenda B says they went to the Ark Encounter last year on Mother's Day and it was free for all mothers.
Oh, nice.
My sister and her family went on Father's Day and she said it was free for fathers also.
Wow.
Okay. Unless it's changed, there isn't anything around the Creation Museum. I mean, like restaurants or hotels. Cincinnati is the closest city.
Okay.
Okay.
We can say somewhere close, like maybe Covington or something, or somewhere. I just have to look up and see where it's at exactly. Sherry Sunshine says, on your phone, Chauncey, close the live chat, then you can open chat back up. Internal Compass of North Carolina, good evening. Donnie Roberts, good evening, my friends from Jonesville, North Carolina. Good evening, Jonesville. So you're not too far from the depot where we just ate the other week. What was that, 2 weeks ago, 3? For your birthday.
My birthday,
yeah.
About 3 weeks. We're at 69 likes.
Is your new job more conducive to traveling? About the same. I basically have the same 4-day work week I had before, and the same time off that we have like for our Florida trips. So it's neither more or less. I think we're still going to be able to get to do pretty much what we did before, which is good. Have you guys ever been to Cedar Point in Sandusky? We have not. We have talked about it, but we haven't. This year, we did not renew our Dollywood passes, so our sons actually bought us season passes to Carowinds this year in Charlotte.
And Carowinds was bought out by Cedar Point, was it not?
I think so, yeah. I think so.
I wonder if you get discounts there if you got Carowinds.
You know what? It'd be worth checking into. One, I have only flown once. It was cool. I just got a headache from it. Yeah, I guess the altitude changed, but good to see some more North Carolinians. Thank you. Good to see you as well. What part of North Carolina are you from? Big Blue Nation. Here's an off-topic question. What artist or band was your favorite when you were in high school? Wow. Man, you're going back a long way. I can't answer that question without saying this. I was 15 years old when I accepted Christ and became a Christian. So at that point, my music did change. Prior to that, we were just kind of talking about some of those.
I know.
I remember Night Ranger. I liked them at the time.
And see, when we were talking about it, I was like, I'm so terrible as far as remembering groups of names, but I'll remember like a line of the songs. So I was like Googling that. And I was like,
and I remember like a 38 special, and that's really about all I could tell you then. You were a little bit younger, so you kind of came along after I really wasn't listening to the pop rock music anymore.
Yeah. And who I listened to, honestly, I'd be too embarrassed to say who it was because I told him, he's like, that's a shame. I was like, well, obviously was not a Christian.
I was surprised. Yeah, but yeah.
So we'll just leave that there.
Well, there was others I'm sure you liked though. What was this song you were trying to tell me about? The
Putting on the Ritz.
Yeah.
I was like, see, growing up, we watched MTV and VH1. We just sat around and watched videos all day. And there was one, Putting on the Ritz, and I hadn't seen it since I was a kid. Honestly, I looked it up and I was like, I don't remember. I remember him looking like a robot, and I was like, this video is so stupid. Sorry if anybody still likes that.
Yeah.
But that's like looking back, and I was like,
Yeah.
when you're a kid, you just don't think about things. So
Yeah. It's just I was 15 years old in 1985, and that's when a big change happened in my life as far as accepting Christ, and my music kind of went the other direction after that because I wanted to put something in me that was edifying,
right,
and that promoted right and wrong and good morality. So a lot of those songs back then, I'm sure it's worse now.
oh yeah.
But a lot of those songs back then, it's like I hear them now, like when you're in a store, it's like the lyrics of them. It's like, man, I didn't even catch some of that back then. It's like you could sing it, but you didn't catch what it was really saying.
No.
But Fly Ride is the one that Beyond the Lens Skyfly is at the island next to Paula Dean's. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. David wishes he had a car that would accelerate like the plane going down the runway. Boy, wouldn't that be neat?
He had a car that would accelerate.
Just like the plane going down the runway. Yeah. I love that feeling. I love the feeling of takeoff. Now, I'll be honest with you. The last flight we flew out of Charlotte, I was scared on takeoff, and I'm going to tell you why. It was a bad weather day. You can watch the video, Charlotte to DFW. We were going through clouds. I mean, you literally couldn't see hardly out the window. I was so scared we was going to collide with something.
Yeah.
I know they got ways to keep that from happening, but it still has happened. So it's just like, I want my pilot to be able to see.
Yeah.
And if you watch our flight from San Antonio back to Charlotte, you will actually see at one point a plane flies directly under ours. And I didn't see it when I was recording, but when I got home and was watching it, it literally flies right under us, and it's on the video. And that was it looked fairly close, I don't know how far below us it was, probably further than I think it was, but
I'm sure it was.
But still, you just think both of them going that speed, opposite direction, you just think the wind, I mean, I don't know. I guess they know what they're doing. I'd love to have a car that would accelerate like that.
Remember Tyler's Challenger?
Yeah.
Were you in it?
Huh?
Well, Tyler let me drive it one time.
Loudest car I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, it was, it had a shaker package on it, so it was wonderful. And he let me drive it. Of course, when you push the little, I forgot what the button was called, it revved it up. And those back tires, we didn't go that fast.
Excuse me. Randy Mills, hello guys. I love the Food City in Pigeon Forge. We've been in that one, I think, twice. We go to the one in Gatlinburg.
That's usually where we stay.
Yeah, and we're about to have to say goodbye to an old friend, and that's the motel we've stayed at for 30-some years. It looks like it's changing ownerships and changing hands, and we don't know what the future of it's going to be. So we're kind of sad about that.
Yes, we are.
My late wife, Martha, and I love the Smoky. I'm sorry to hear that, Randy.
Sorry.
Very sorry to hear that. Have a wonderful night. Keep making lovely memories together. Yes,
absolutely.
Thank you for that. That's something that, hearing you say what you said, that's something that makes us treasure the time we have, because life really is uncertain.
Yeah, that's so true.
The Bible says, their life's like a vapor.
Mm-hmm.
That's in the book of James. And, I always think about that. It's like when you go over a river in the morning time, you see the fog rising off of it. You see that, but then once the sun comes up and burns it off, it's gone. And that's kind of the way life is. It don't slow down or stop for anybody. And it seems like it's just getting faster and faster.
It is.
And that's something we've talked a lot about here lately too. Koala Bear, you have the best well-behaved doggies I've ever seen. Yes, thank you very much for that.
Appreciate that.
They did do very well that night that we met with you.
Kim B says she flew through a thunderstorm with lightning one time.
I bet that was interesting.
That would be kind of scary, especially
Yes.
if you see it near you.
Adam says, I stayed for the 12th time at Jonathan Creek Inn. Now, that's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
We've been there, got in the jacuzzi room one time. I think we've stayed there twice.
Yeah.
We love it.
But they're not pet friendly, though, are they?
They're not. That's really the only reason.
Mhm.
I'd bite the bullet and pay the little extra if they were. But
Yeah,
the Four
it's real
Seasons
pretty.
is. So.
Because they have that indoor heated pool. Remember, we got in that with the boys.
And it was
back when?
freezing outside. I don't think the boys went that trip that we went in the pool.
Did they not?
I don't know, maybe.
They would have been pretty young. I don't know.
Adam says, oh, okay, I just read that one. Did it once, 35 years ago. No,
Flying.
no. Yeah.
Yeah, flew.
You have 68 likes. Okay, I'm still showing 2. I guess that's just a 70 now and going up. Thank you, everybody. Longest flight I was ever on was a 24-hour flight to Africa on a mission trip.
Wow.
24 straight hours. I mean, just sitting in the same spot.
I didn't know they'd stay up that long. I mean, apparently, if you said
Evidently.
so. But wow.
No way I'd fly on a plane. They would have to knock me out. We live in Otto, North Carolina, so it's not far for us to go. It takes us about 2 hours to get there. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Eric Lambert called me up on stage at the Comedy Barn too, Derek. Yeah. When he called me up, that's been a long time ago. I was pastor at a church then. And he asked me, he called himself, he says, have you ever been on stage before? Then he said, that was a stupid question.
Yeah, because he had already asked him what his occupation was.
Yeah. I know you like to pier fish, but do you ever trout fish? It's been a long time. I used to. I've never fly fished, but I have been to like ponds where they have trout. Caught some beautiful ones just behind the post office in Maggie Valley. I think the last time we went was actually a little trout farm there in Maggie Valley.
It was.
I don't think it's even still there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like trout. I sure love to eat them. That's one of the best tasting fish there are. Derek, will you announce when you go to the Ark in advance? It's possible Brenda and I might be able to go and meet you guys there. We are in West Virginia about 3 or 4 hours away.
Oh, okay.
Tell you what I will do. We'll contact you and let you know that privately. We may or may not. We are a little bit, we've done it, but we're kind of a little bit cautious about announcing when we're going to be going ahead of time. But definitely we will contact you and let you know. Help me remember that too. So we're just not sure at this point what month it's going to be. We've actually had somebody to invite us in April. We'd like to do it then, but we're not sure if we're going to be able to.
I think they were wanting to go during the week. We would need to go on a week.
Yeah, and that would be the thing there.
Yeah.
Hello from Wake Forest, North Carolina. Good evening, Randy.
Hello.
Carowinds is owned by Cedar Fair. Okay. All right. I'm not sure if I knew that or not.
Yeah, I knew they had just been bought out.
Okay. Amy says, oh my goodness, I was called on stage also at the concert. Seems like they get
The
everybody.
damsel in distress.
I was the damsel. The help me, save me. Yeah. They're still doing that after, 30 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hilarious. They have the villain, and the guy who they got being the villain, he never does do it right because they make him get up there and.
No, that's the hero.
Oh, the hero, yes.
Yeah, he's always like a little.
Yeah,
funny guy. The Ark has a huge buffet that was delicious. Another buffet.
Awesome. I tell you, those buffets, I used to love them, but they're getting harder and harder, especially late at night. The creation used to be free for moms on Mother's Day. Yes, someone else actually mentioned that earlier, that they were able to go. Beautiful arboretum, pond, and petting zoo. Nice. Excited for you guys to go. Can't wait to see a video. We will definitely do one there.
Oh, absolutely.
Any camping trips planned for this year? Well, Arcades Cove every year.
That's a given.
Yeah, we are going to do some.
Well, yeah, we're already kind of trying to figure out weekends and where we want to go.
Alabama and Hank Jr. still like them now.
Talking about.
Oh yeah, talking about bands. Okay.
Like I said, we're behind on the chat. Sorry.
Wildcat Country message retracted. I hope you didn't say anything mean to us. No, I'm just kidding. Melody, hi, just checking in on my way home. Good evening, Melody.
Hey.
So yeah, y'all are 3 hours behind us out there. You look rested. Last video, I felt so sorry for you, feeling so stuffed from Mama's.
It's miserable.
And we were trying to put on a good face then.
Yes.
Wendy, hi from Cherokee.
Hey.
Hello, Wendy. That's another place we love. In fact, pretty much our top video ever was BJ's Diner in Cherokee. I still can't believe that, but it was, or it was first or second, maybe it's second now.
Yeah, because I think our camping in Cades, was it camping in Cades Cove? Yeah, I think that one
that
we
one
did a
still
couple of years
continues
ago.
to do well.
Yeah.
Hello from Ligonier, Pennsylvania. Janine and Terry Coleman. Good evening, y'all.
Hey.
We hope you are both well. How is your hand? Chauncey?
So my hand, thankfully, is not hurting anymore. I'm on blood thinners, so the clots are, I guess they're still there. They're hard, but I do have an appointment in Winston a week from tomorrow and Friday to see a specialist. So I'm hoping, because I haven't really, done anything with this since I was a kid, and that doctor is no longer practicing, that this will be a doctor that can help me and give me some advice and tell me what I need to do.
I told her to tell the ones around here, and I'm not knocking any of the doctors around here, but when the one in Winston tells you the only 2 people in the country are really knowledgeable about this condition, I didn't really want anyone's around
Well,
here.
and whenever you go to the doctor, you have to get a referral.
Well, I told you, I said try to get where they can refer you to
Winston.
Yeah, so that's what happened.
Yes, I am going back there. So we've just been praying about it, and hopefully the Lord leads us.
But I think the specialist you're seeing is actually in High Point. Is that correct?
Well, they have an office in Baptist Hospital, but then they also have an office in High Point. So the day that we needed to go, I chosen High Point.
By the way, Tony and Ginger, since we're going to be in Winston next weekend, I'm going to be shooting y'all a message soon. So, but yeah, we're going to do a couple of things down there as well.
Yeah. But thank you for asking.
Yes.
Appreciate you. I had a lot of people, who have messaged me, so they're praying for me and, just asking. I really appreciate that. That means a lot.
Yeah, we just spent a week in Gatlinburg. We love all the Christmas lights and food. Yes, a lot of lights and a lot of food up there.
Yeah.
We'll never get all the restaurants up there reviewed. God bless. Thank you, sir. I remember that song, If You're Blue and You Don't... Why don't you sing that? You've got the words right here. Chauncey's going to sing.
Well, no, if I had my little cane, I could do my little head, and I need to go powder my face up really good. That was so funny.
That's the most that video. That's the most makeup I've seen on man since Boy George.
I just remember him looking like a robot. I mean...
Well, you want to sing that right now?
No.
Right there. There's a verse you can sing.
No.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to.
There we go.
I'm not going to sing it. Why don't you go fashion spit over it? I was an 80s kid too. That's been a long, long time ago.
And 80s music, so many people are just still love that music. It was just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just
every time I'm in a public
impression.
place and I hear that song Africa, man, I just feel like I'm a teenager again. Yeah, you still hear that. I'll tell you one I really loved, and it's got to do with this shirt right here. 1983, if y'all remember the NC State run of the national championship, that was about the same time Hungry Like the Wolf was out. And that kind of became NC State's song because they're the Wolf Pack. So I just remember thinking they're hungry for that national championship, and they pulled it off. And I will never forget that as long as I live, when Wittenberg fires the shot claiming it was a pass and Lorenzo slammed it home. Yeah, poor Lorenzo gone way too soon. But
Randy West said that he used to cruise Main Street listening to the same music.
Yeah. Hi, neighbors. I forgot you guys were going live tonight. Glad you made it too, Louise. Thank you.
Yes.
You may have already commented on this, but how was Chauncey's surprise tailgate lunch? Yes, we did. It was good. She stopped at Cookout and brought me what they call the trays.
Yes.
It basically comes with a burger, and I got cheese curds and the chicken nuggets. I think Cookout's chicken nuggets are about what's that notice on the screen there? Something orange.
Thank you,
I'm
Adam.
sorry. I can't see far away with a contact.
I have to look at my phone too because it's like blurry.
I can see far away if I don't have a contact in, but I can't see up close if I don't have the contact. So.
Yes, we appreciate that.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yes, thank you so much. You may have already commented on this. Okay, yeah. Did you get your car fixed from the accident? That was a big relief.
Yes. So she did not have
insurance.
Yes. My accident was on November the 28th. Her policy lapsed, so like November the 8th or something like that. She said it was an oversight. I'm thinking.
Could have been. I mean.
I don't know. But I will say she was a young lady, like 22, 23, young. She kept in contact with me, in contact with the garage. She made a down payment, and then when my car was done, she paid the rest. And the garage did an excellent job fixing my car, so all is well.
We had a couple of worrisome moments in that. Where we got the text one day that she said that her legal counsel had advised her to get a letter.
A notarized letter from me.
Saying that she had paid, and then she would pay. And I said, you're not getting no letter till you pay.
Exactly.
I'm not going to write you a letter saying you paid. When you pay, you'll get your letter. But, You know,
And I think that was just.
Once she's got a letter saying that, then you know.
I think it's to help reduce her ticket that she
That,
had
that
received.
that's fine.
But she got her letter since she paid for my car.
Yes, once she
after
paid.
she paid for it, so thankfully all is well.
Let's see. Yeah, she did. She kept contact pretty much the entire time.
Yeah,
so
that was good. It was an expensive lesson for her to learn to make sure that
Yes, you have
insurance
to have
is
insurance when
always
you
on
drive.
your car. So
I believe the group the Stray Cats sang. Actually, the Stray Cats.
Where are you at?
Tony. That was the guy named Taco. And Tony, you ought to know that because that's your dog's name. If I'm not
Were
mistaken.
you at the inn?
Right here, Tony. That was an artist named Taco, and I think he might have been a one-hit wonder. I never heard from him again. The Stray Cats sang the Stray Cat Strut, I think. Man, it's been a long time.
All right, go back up because I think you scrolled down too far.
I may have. Oh, ooh. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I scrolled down like 25 comments here.
Yeah, I was thinking,
I'm
where
sorry.
are you at? Right here. Okay, so right there, my accident, right here. Scroll down a little bit.
This happens every live stream. This wheel and this mouse is
That's why I keep my phone up too.
Yeah, we love the Food City in Gatlinburg. Stock up when camping. Yes, our Cades Cove camping trip is always, this is a tradition. We make a trip to Food City. Well, I'll tell you what's interesting. Did you hear about the rock slide that occurred there was that around Labor Day weekend?
Yeah.
You actually saw a couple of rocks start to fall.
Yeah, he was pumping gas and I was walking the dogs and I heard some rocks falling.
And you told me about it. We didn't think it. I said, well, that probably happens every day.
Yeah. Then it was like a couple hours later
The whole thing come down.
we heard about it.
And then we didn't hear about it until actually we got back into town.
Mm-hmm.
But you actually kind of saw the beginning of it. Hampton Inn is a new motel right next to the Ark, and a great place to eat if not in the Ark is Kelly's Homestead just north of 75.
Okay.
Let me ask this to anybody who's been to the Ark, if you know, when we go with our pets, we push them in an enclosed stroller so they're not in anybody's way. Is the Ark, I wonder, going to allow that? Because the only thing that's going to hold us back is our oldest is, he's going to be 15 in May.
Yeah, we take him everywhere with us.
We have to. I won't board him at this age. And quite honestly, he's been showing some signs here literally in the last few weeks of maybe losing some sight and some hearing. I would not forgive myself if we boarded him and something happened, you know.
Yeah.
So some things are on hold until, or as long as we still have him. I'm just say it that way.
No, we don't mind. Like when we were going to Dollywood.
Yeah, put him in the kennel there. Yes, on site. Now if they have a kennel, that'd be great. Now we would do that because Dollywood let you go out and check them.
Yeah, right there. But they go with us everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great place. If not in the Ark, it's Kelly's Homestead just north on I-75. Okay, thank you for the yeah.
So Luke Ledbetter saw we had a tailgate party.
I didn't even know you had posted that. Yeah, had a tailgate party right there at my work.
Mm-hmm.
Cliff Northrup, have you been to the trial for him?
In Pigeon Forge.
I'm not sure. Where's it?
Trial for him.
They cook it up.
They may be speaking it and it didn't. Do it right.
Cliff, I'm not sure exactly what you're referring to.
Something in Pigeon Forge.
Yeah, something in Pigeon Forge, but they cook it up and make it right there for you.
Yeah, repeat that for us, so that way I don't.
It sounds like maybe would it be one of those restaurants where they cook the food right in front of you, like those Japanese
maybe
restaurants
so.
or something? I don't know. Carmen says hello from West Virginia. Good evening. Smoky Mountain says hi, Luke Ledbetter. We just had a great trip around Cades Cove. There was nobody there. I tell you, if you had a trip to Cades Cove with nobody there, you count your blessings.
It's a great trip.
Yeah. I would love to have a trip where there's nobody there.
Yeah.
Or if the people there just knew how to obey rules. That would make it really awesome if people wouldn't stop in the road and get out of their cars.
Yeah.
Especially when there's pull-offs all along the road.
Yeah.
We had the whole code to ourselves, watching from Brevard, North Carolina. Thank you for watching from Brevard.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, hello, Tennessee Mountain Home. Thank you for being here tonight. So we got some West Virginians in here tonight. Smoky Mountain, you don't have super chats on. What is
they should be on.
What is super chat?
That's like that there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that the heart?
Yeah.
Okay. Mary Jo Elmore, you can tell I'm real technologically advanced. And good evening from Mississippi. Good evening. Thank you for watching from Mississippi. heading to online Bible study. Have a great evening. God bless. God bless, Felicia.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks
Hope
for
you have a
coming
great
by.
Bible study tonight. Couldn't be doing anything any better than that.
Yep.
Here's something you'll find interesting. The guy Gerardo, they had a hit song in the 90s with Rico Suave and played in the, I don't remember that. Can't Buy Me Love from the 80s, is now a pastor in Ashland. Amen to that.
Nice.
Amen. That's wonderful. I personally, I like to hear of people who are in Hollywood or in the pop music industry who come in to a relationship with Christ and their life turns around.
Yeah.
I like to hear that.
Like those testimonies.
Yes, absolutely. Judy Parker, well, hey, y'all, didn't know y'all were going to go live. Awesome. And yes, looking forward to seeing some Cades Code videos. Well, we're looking forward to bringing you some.
Yeah, we are.
Derek, I understand about announcing in advance. Sadly, the way the world is, Brenda follows you on Facebook. I don't have Facebook myself.
We can message.
I'm not saying we haven't. There have been times we have, like if our son's going to be staying here with our pets or something like that. Plus, we got some pretty good cameras around the house. But
yeah,
it's just one of those things. As I hate to say this, but I'm just going to be honest with you. We were less cautious in the past because pretty much everybody liked us. We're getting some very hateful people now. That's all I know how to say it, that troll us. So you kind of just gotta,
protect yourself and our stuff.
Yeah, we had some very, very just I don't know how to say it, mean people here lately, especially in the last couple of weeks. The group, okay, no.
So Tony says, I believe the group, the Stray Cats, sang "Putting on the Ritz."
That's what I was responding. That's the one I was responding. Toto did say the African song.
Correct.
Yes, that is true.
But was it not Taco?
Taco was putting on the Ritz. The Stray Cats did Stray Cat Strut, and I don't remember much else they did. Toto, I think I only remember two from them, maybe Africa and I think they did Rosanna.
Oh yeah.
You're talking about, I mean, you're asking an old man to remember back 30-some years.
I've seen like Facebook memes. They'll say, I can remember lyrics from my teenage years, but I can't remember why I walked into the kitchen. It's like, yeah.
I can relate to that. And she thinks I'm a little weird. I can remember scores of ball games from 30 and 40 years ago that I would watch that would just stand out to me. Like NC State winning the national championship, Houston, 54-52. How can I forget that? I remember the two scores they beat Carolina by that year. I have a memory of things that are way back, but like you said, sometimes I forget why I come in the kitchen. I remember that well. I'm a UK fan, but was definitely rooting for NC State. Absolutely, yeah. That's a moment I'll never forget. I hope State does win another one in my lifetime. I'm not sure that it's going to happen, but I'm glad I have that one to look back on. I actually have it in there that I can watch it whenever I want to. Polar Bear Mama. Yeah. Thank you for being here tonight. Did you ever go to Inspiration Park for the music festival? I guess you're talking about the in Bryson City, the Inspirations. I went to a singing there many, many years ago before we knew each other. You've never been there, have you?
No.
I don't think it's called Inspiration Park anymore. I don't think they still do their, maybe I'm wrong, correct me if I am. But I don't think they still do the singings there. Maybe they sold it. I don't know. Yes, I did go many, many years ago. Let's see. Gwen Nicholson, off topic, but had a question. I'll be coming to the Smokies in May and want to drive through Cataloochee Valley. A little worried about the drive to get there. How scary is it? I'm not going to use the word scary. You're coming in May. You're not going to encounter any ice or snow at that time. Find our video from, not like this past fall, but from fall of 2022.
Yeah.
I actually show some of the road at the end of the video.
Because it is
I can't remember if it's called Drive Through Cataloochee. Just look up Cataloochee Valley, not the one of the campground, but Cataloochee Valley on our channel. Search that.
It shows the road.
It shows the road, so I'm gonna let you see it for yourself. It is. It starts off, if you're coming in from Maggie Valley, it starts off paved. I think it's called Is it Coke Creek Road?
That sounds right. I don't remember.
But it will turn to dirt for about, I'm gonna say 7, 8 miles maybe.
Yeah.
When it turns to dirt, it gets very narrow in some places. There's some blind curves. You don't want to be going fast.
Don't go fast at any point because there are some dips in it. And then when a gravel road will do this, it actually knocked my car out of alignment. So
take your time.
Take your time.
You'll be fine. I mean, if you take your time, be fine.
Yeah.
You will be okay. It's just not a road that you don't want to use some caution on.
Yeah.
It's a very remote area of the park. It's beautiful. It's not really expansive like Cades Cove is, but you'll see elk. You'll see a few historic structures.
Mm-hmm.
Their campground is one of the quietest and most peaceful I've ever been in.
Yeah.
If you're going to camp there, don't forget anything, because you don't just drive back out to the store.
No.
It's you allow yourself several hours to do it. Let me say it that way.
Mm-hmm.
But by all means, don't let the drive scare you. You just take it slow and be cautious. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Always great videos. Thank you so much for that. God bless you and keep you safe. Where do you like to stay at in Cherokee? Well, we like to stay at the El Camino, but tragically, we had reservations there, not this past Black Friday weekend, but the year before, because we were going to ride the Polar Express. We had made our reservations, and then I started, I hadn't gotten any confirmations or any updates, so I kept trying to call the motel, and the line was disconnected. We got up and went to Cherokee that morning. I said, I don't know if we've got a reservation or not. We pulled up to the El Camino. It was empty, and the sign on the door said, go to the Drama Inn. Well, we went to Peter's Pancakes for breakfast, and there was an officer in there, and I asked him, I said, can I ask you a question, sir? He said, sure. I said, what's happened to the El Camino? And what happened was the owner was killed. The owner was shot.
And family has the Drama Inn, so that's why they directed people there.
Yes.
And that's where we stayed.
And there was a dispute with a customer, and I thought for sure the customer was going to go to prison, but he was actually found guilty and cleared. And apparently, I hate to say it this way, apparently the owner of the motel was the instigator. So I don't know the whole story there. I'm just telling you what the court decided. But that's where we stayed in Cherokee, was the El Camino. We don't really have a second.
We really don't, because we've not stayed in Cherokee.
The Drama Inn, I'm not impressed. We stayed once with a creekside view. That was nice. The last time we stayed, I thought
we had to even switch rooms. Why
we had to switch rooms.
I don't remember why, but we had to switch rooms.
Because the carpet was in terrible shape, and that one, it just didn't look good at all.
Yeah, I just remember having to switch.
Yeah, there might have been an issue with the heat too. I can't remember, but there was something. But yeah, I'm sure there's nice ones in Cherokee. I just don't know where to tell you to go. We pretty much stay in Maggie Valley now.
Yeah.
When we're on that side.
Because we can just drive over to Cherokee from there.
I think the question was asking if you've been to English Mountain Trout Farm. Okay.
Oh.
They will cook we have not, but I do believe the VA fund seekers who are watching did go there.
Yeah,
we've driven by it. We have driven by it. That looks like a lot of fun.
It does.
We have not tried it though. That would be something to do.
That would be something.
Brenda and I will be praying that you get relief and good news next week. Thank you so much.
Appreciate that.
Terrell says, same here. Koala Bear, yes, we heard about the slide. I would tell Gary to park away from that area just in case. They had a net up, and I never trusted it. Yeah.
You got to see the net now. It's like super.
You don't know how many times we've walked our pets up there by that rock wall.
Yeah. Well, not exactly
where it happened, but just down by me, it could happen down there.
It could. And they've got, the netting down there too.
Yeah. So, let me.
Sissy Carolyn, hello from LJ, Georgia. Come visit LJ sometime. Beautiful place to visit. A lot of great places to eat and things to do.
I've heard it's nice. Yes, beautiful place to visit. That's kind of not really not far from Blue Ridge, is it? A lot of great places to eat and things to do. Yeah, we'll have to look into that.
Mm-hmm.
Cataloochee Valley is gorgeous. Yes, it is. You do have to be careful. Lots of sharp turns going up and down the mountains. Much of the road is gravel, not very wide. And the reason I referred you to that video is so you can actually see it for yourself and decide if it's something you want to try.
Mm-hmm.
But it is beautiful. Michelle, I'm going to send you a Carolina Tar Heels hoodie. You'll be wasting your money, but thank you for the generous offer. But that would really be a waste of money because I wouldn't even put it on. To be honest with you. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Coffee, Tea, and Eve. Karen Trammell says, hello from North Florida. Hello. Are y'all planning to attend the Singing in the Smokies this July? Do they still have that? If they don't do it at Inspiration Park, where do they do it?
I don't know.
So I thought that was something the Inspirations always hosted. We don't have plans to do it, to be honest with you. The Ark Encounter only allows service animals. See, that would be an issue. Unless they do have a kennel. We are going to have to look into that.
We'll have to, do a little research.
I'm not going to board him and leave him here, not at his age.
Yeah.
Derek and Chauncey, we love and support you. Thank you for that.
You.
We appreciate that so much. Stray Cat, Rock This Town. I do remember that's Rock This Town. I could have told Jets who sang it, Rock This Town, Rock It Inside Out. That's about all I remember. Taco sung Putting on the Ritz.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
How did we get off on this? My husband is the same way with remembering ball scores, dates, etc. Yeah, there are some people out there like your husband, myself, and our son's the same way. Our oldest son,
Oh yeah.
he's like that.
These two here, they can go on and on. I'm like,
There was a time, I don't think I could still do it, but I could tell you who won every World Series from 1967 on up into the 90s. And then I kind of got where I didn't watch it all as much, but so I couldn't
he
tell you
met
that.
me and we got married. Let's just say it.
Yeah. But I could tell you like every World Series winner in a row.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be a baseball encyclopedia, truthfully. Hello from Harrogate, Tennessee, where Cumberland Gap National Park is. Okay,
Nice.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. You're right. It's not Inspiration Park anymore. They did sell it. They don't have singings. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Thank you. I'll check out the video. Yes, Gwen. I want you to be able to see the road for yourself and make your own decision. But I think you'd love it. And I'll tell you when it's really pretty. It's the fall. But if you're coming in May, it's still worth seeing.
Absolutely.
Tony Lashman. Speaking of memory, I bought a pair of memory foam insoles for my shoes, thinking
It helped me remember.
it'd help me remember when I walked into the room. They don't work. That's kind of like once a picture of me. She told me. I went in there and I didn't like the way the picture turned out, so I adjusted the brightness and the sharpness, and she told me I wasn't any brighter or sharper. So, that's good, though.
Mm-hmm.
There should be 100 likes by now. Please. Yes, there should. I'm still showing.
We're at 96.
Yeah, please hit the thumbs up. Clint Watts, y'all sent me a sticker. I appreciate. Oh yes, I think I scrolled down too far again.
Y'all sent me a sticker. Appreciate
I appreciate it. I've been watching yours from Sparta, North Carolina. Yes,
You're welcome.
Yes, you're very welcome. Hey friends, just getting off work. Melody told me about your chat. Good evening, Rob. Good to hear from y'all. Just getting off. That's right, y'all are. It's after 5 where you are. Yeah, we're 3 hours later. So thank you for tuning in tonight. Love y'all. Watching y'all makes my day. Thank you so much for that. It has a list of local pet spots. So, for a day, something like that would be. I would do something like that for a day.
That we could pick them up and okay. We'll have to look into that.
We've been there. It's fun, but the fishing is quick. I'll bet so. You probably get a hit or a bite.
Usually those trout farms.
Yeah.
Yeah, are.
You can catch a lot of fish in just a few minutes. So a lot of people from LJ tonight.
Okay.
Robin Thomason, Sissy Carolyn. LJ is 20 miles south of Blue Ridge. I knew it was close. I have a sister in Cleveland, Tennessee. And she goes down that.
She loves it.
Yeah, she likes to go down the rest.
She told us we need to go.
Yeah. Someone once offered Ashley Judd a Tar Heel jacket on the movie set because she was cold. She told them I'd rather freeze to death. I like that. That's how I feel exactly. Karen, the Troy Burns family, he sang with the Inspirations, are starting it back this year. Oh, wow, okay.
Oh, that might be something for us to look into.
Yes. I did not know that. Thank you for that information.
Yeah.
I love those gospel singings there, especially in the mountains.
If you've got any more information on it, send it to me.
Please do.
Yeah.
Like through Facebook or something.
Yeah.
I always wanted to attend the Primitive Quartet scene in Hominy Valley too, and they retired after 50 years.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be nice.
We plan to hear the mountains sing again. Yes, that would. You know what?
That would be something.
Yeah, it would be.
Thank you.
Susie Q, good evening from North Las Vegas.
Wow.
That's 2 people from Las Vegas in here tonight. Nevada, enjoy your videos. Looking forward to future travels. Thank you so much. We appreciate. I don't want this to come out wrong. We appreciate everybody who watches us, but I mean, people from way out in Nevada. It's mind-boggling.
Oh yeah.
It
we
really
had somebody
is.
from what?
In California, we got the Schultzes in California. Somebody from Greenland. Somebody from the UK last week.
Yeah. So
it's mind-boggling.
We appreciate you guys.
Yes, we do. This is a world we live in now. You can see pretty much what anybody in the world's doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot different than when we was growing up.
Okay, fun little fact right quick. So we've got 111 locks. So 100.
That's our number.
111 is our number. So this is just a fun little fact. When we got married, we stayed in room 111. So that number has followed us around different times throughout our marriage.
But always get it when we go back to that motel.
Always. And he was saying earlier about the motel where we honeymooned at. Basically, changing owners, it's closing down for a little bit, don't know really what's going to happen, whatnot. when we were supposed to stay there at Christmas, but she called me, canceled, said they're closing. And I showed him the call that when she called, guess how long the call was?
1 minute and 11 seconds when
Yes.
she called to tell us that she wouldn't be there anymore. And that was just Sunday
that
night.
was just like, wow.
Yeah.
So anyway.
It's just weird how stuff like that happens.
111.
Yeah. So Terry says, we bought that sweatshirt Shaughnessy is wearing on top of Anakista when we were in Gatlinburg.
What now? This is
apparently they used the same design. Must have used it. So they must use the same design on another shirt because you bought that in Duluth, Minnesota, didn't you?
Duluth, Minnesota. And let me tell you how long I looked that day for a sweatshirt. I said, I want something that says Minnesota and has the state on it. There's the state for the O. So.
Yeah, that really looks like an O. Of course, the state of Minnesota don't look like anything I've ever seen before. So, what would you even liken it to?
Yeah.
Okay, so that must be a design that they use.
Yeah, because
I can see that because those trees. You
yeah.
can see those in the Smokies too.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Terrell Cockerham says, I'm wondering how the double hatch of cicada affect the wildlife in Cades Cove. Coming down the middle of the hatch and hoping animals will be out gorging themselves. I bet they will be.
So that's this year?
What is that, like every 17 years or 7 years?
7 years, I think it is. They're loud, aren't they?
I remember one time we were going through Kentucky and man, you could hear them when the wind was up.
Yeah.
You and I weren't married. I was going through Kentucky. Hello from Cherokee, Alabama. I did not know there was a Cherokee, Alabama. That's neat. Wow.
Coon Dog
Good evening.
Cemetery.
One of a kind Coon Dog Cemetery. Enjoy your videos. Thank you so much for watching. Jessica Keys, you are wonderful to watch. Y'all make me happy. And you have made some very nice and sweet comments on our channel. We appreciate that. And many of you have.
Oh, yeah.
I just know there have been some here lately that kind of saw some of the others and said some really nice things. So those kind of stand out. I don't remember if you were one of those or not, but I do remember you making some nice comments. Michelle N, okay, I like the stream even though you like state. I appreciate that. We can be friends after all. As long as it's not a game where state and Carolina's going at it, we can still be friends. Rex, thumbs up. Linda Wiley, didn't know you were live tonight. Good to see, glad to see you from Michigan. Michigan. Right. Watch your videos all the time. Thank you so much, Linda. We appreciate your comments on our channel as well.
Yeah.
Kimberly Jones, I'd love to hear you do a Bible study. Well, coming soon to a YouTube channel near you. We are going to do another one. We did the marriage video last year where we really opened up. We're going to do something a little different this year, but I don't really know what yet, but we've been talking about it. So I guess I better get going.
We better get the plan. Yeah.
But I appreciate that. Just so you will know, I don't know if you, I don't want you to do this while you're at your own church, but our church does live stream every Sunday morning. I do teach Sunday school the first 2 Sundays of each month, so you can actually hear teaching on that as well.
So it's live, but you can, if it's on the Facebook, you can go back and watch it.
Even on YouTube, you can find it.
Shining Light Baptist Church is our Facebook page, and it's Bible preaching.
Yeah, Pastor Danny Castle.
On YouTube.
Yeah, so you can actually find the Sunday school on there too. But we actually have, to be honest with you, who made that comment? Let me see. Kimberly. We actually have done some. Some of them are incorporated into other videos. Around Resurrection Sunday last year, I did a complete thing on the resurrection of Christ and the evidence for it. We've done some around Christmas time.
Yeah.
And others, I think when we were at Cades Cove this last year from the campground, we did a fireside chat on the last night where we talked about some Bible topics. So we do try to incorporate that into the videos.
Yeah.
So Cheryl says, hi from Hopkinsville, Kentucky. Good evening. My husband and I enjoy watching you two. Thank you so much for that. Congratulations on your success, and thank you for sharing your adventures. Thank you for watching.
We appreciate that.
It wouldn't be successful if people didn't watch. So we appreciate you letting us know that you do like our content. And
so when you guys watch our stuff, that helps us. When you give us a thumbs up, make a comment, or share our videos, that helps us out a lot, and we appreciate that.
The channel has really grown, especially in the past year. That is true. Brenda and I have been watching since the first video. Wow.
Thank you.
And you're still with us. We appreciate that.
We've grown a little bit since then and learned a little bit.
I think we were looking back at it when we were on Anna Maria Island, not this past Christmas, but the year before. We were like 2,400, 2,500. It has grown this year, and we're thankful for that. That's a blessing. I've had people watch my gospel songs from Ireland and South Africa. Wow.
Wow, that's nice.
Neat, yeah. You sing gospel music. Okay, I think I did see
On Facebook.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And Kathy Phillips, I was just getting ready to read her comment and it jumped down again.
Hey, Derek, you
Yeah,
two
right.
have really done some great, awesome videos this winter. I really enjoy and love you both. God will keep blessing you.
Thank you so much
Thank
for that.
you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same earlier today. Bible study would be one. Give me a topic. Now, I do want to say this. We're never going to compromise what we believe, and some of y'all know, and some people have let me know this. I'm very straightforward in what I believe and blunt in the way I say it. I also want to be sensitive to the fact that we have people who watch us that may not all believe the same on every topic.
Mm-hmm.
The main thing is that we believe in Christ as Savior and that He died and was buried and rose again. That is the gospel. Anything other than that's not the gospel. But at the same time, there are things I would like to say. But, one thing I guess I'm never going to be shy about sharing the gospel, but as far as getting into like doctrinal issues that people don't agree on, that we can still be Christians and fellow believers, I don't want to turn anybody off from the channel either, but when it comes right down to what we believe in the fundamentals, that's not negotiable. But I understand what I'm saying there. If it was a topic that would just hurt feelings or something, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think
maybe I'm not wording that right.
I think rather than doing like a doctrinal study, maybe like people say, do a Bible study. Do it,
Yeah.
Remember the one I kind of thought would be a great one the other week when we got back from Maggie Valley. How we are lost, but He comes and finds us.
Yes. Okay, yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, I think that would be a great, and I think that'd be a blessing to a lot of people who watch it.
Well, we can look at something like that, but if there is a certain topic, now I don't know the answer to everything either. All I can tell you is what the Bible says.
Yeah.
So we do want to be an encouragement to believers. We want to be a blessing to those who are not, that they may come to faith. That is ultimately the goal, because we're all going to leave this world one day, and that's the only way I know to say it. I would not want to be in the situation of leaving this world without Christ as my Savior, because there's no hope after that. There's not another chance after that. There's no second chance after death. We have one life to get it right.
Yeah.
I know some people teach that you can get another chance. The Bible says it's appointed unto man once to die, and after this the judgment. So the state a person leaves this world in is the state they are for eternity. And that's a scriptural truth. There is no such thing as another chance. So that's something that every day I try to remind myself of. There's people that I may come in contact with that you don't know if they're going to be here tomorrow. None of us know that,
Right.
Jerry Goss says, hi everyone. Good evening there down in Lakeland, Florida. The 13-year and 17-year hatched this year at the same time. Wow.
Oh, so
it is 17.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Last time that happened was 221 years ago. Wow. You're very knowledgeable on the cicadas. That's interesting. Yes, they are loud. Kim B says, have a good night. Love of God to you both. Thank you, Kim. Same to you. The Lord certainly has blessed your channel, Smoky Mountain Man. Really appreciate your family-friendly and God-honoring content.
Thank you.
Yeah, and that's a promise we're going to make y'all. I guess that's one of the things where I don't understand the detractors and the people that just ain't going to like it because they don't like you. We have over 500 videos, and not one of them have you ever heard a curse word and you're ever going to. Not from us, anyway.
No.
If I hear one in the background, you don't know how many I've edited out.
Yeah, we try to cut them out.
You're never going to hear anything off color or dirty or vulgar. And I was telling her, we were just talking amongst ourselves, I said, there's not one video in on our channel that you couldn't sit down with your 5-year-old child and watch, except for one. And that was, we got a phone call coming in. And that was the one we did at the old jail in St. Augustine. And that wasn't anything by us. That was the tour guide giving some very graphic descriptions of how things were in the jail. I would not recommend that one for children.
Now there were children going through the tour, so they don't give you a warning when you go.
That was some pretty intense stuff. I was really nervous. You asked her, I was nervous. Should we even post this thing? That's why I just put a disclaimer in. I'm gonna hit that button. Y'all see? Okay, never mind. It's gone now. I had a call coming in. But
we use our phones for this.
We're gonna keep it family friendly and God honoring, and we're not gonna change who we are for anybody. I want everybody in your family to be able to watch our channel and you not have to worry what you're going to hear. There's some channels we don't even watch anymore because of that very issue.
Yeah, I do not want to hear cursing.
I do
at
not.
all.
I do not want to hear
Don't
it
understand
either.
why anybody would use it. But
Yeah.
whatever.
It doesn't make you sound intelligent. It doesn't add anything to what you're saying. It just makes you look bad.
Makes me not want to listen.
Yeah.
Just truthfully.
Terrell Cockerham says, I am also from Michigan. Okay, so we got a lot of, so Wolverines or Spartans, I'm just curious, or Chippewas maybe. We have a man in our church who moved down here from Michigan, maybe the last 2 years, and I asked him that. I said, is it Spartans or Wolverines? He said, neither one, it's Chippewas. So I grew up with Chris Paul and Winston-Salem, yeah, nice, and have hacked for him since. If you'd like some CP3 stuff, I'd be happy to send you something.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Yeah, sure.
CP3 stuff.
Oh, Chris. I guess Chris Paul. That's the initial.
Oh, was that his number?
I don't remember his number. The thing I remember about him the most is that little altercation he had with Julius Hodge. I thought it was kind of a cheap shot for the guy for state. But yeah, he's an excellent basketball player. Worked for LOL. Oh, I've worked for him. Okay, I got you. Worked for him. Okay. Thank you for clarifying. Since 2006. If you'd like some, that'd be great. I remember him when he played for Wake. I sure do. We go to City Central in Lakeland, Florida. Great church that preaches strictly from the Bible. Pastor Jay, that's great. That's awesome. I'll throw a question out there to you. And I don't know, because I used to, as you know, I've told you before, I was at school in Lakeland for 3 years. There was a very large church there on the north side of town of 98 called the Carpenter's Home Church. The last time we went through there and we were at the Lakeland Mall, we couldn't even see where that building was at. Is that building still there? I just kind of wonder whatever became of that. Because that was something in the 80s when I was in Lakeland, late 80s, early 90s. That was a very large church there. I know they had some problems and some splits after that, but Central City, I'm going to tell you a place in Lakeland that I want to get back to sometime. That's the Texas Cattle Company. Excellent steak. At least it was. Okay,
hold on.
I'm just curious, Jerry, if you know the answer to that. Whatever happened to that building? If it's still a church, because we couldn't even see it last time. Great. There's not much on TV, so we watch a lot of preaching after we come home from church. Yes, absolutely. Hello from Hazel Green, Alabama. Good evening, Betty. Come to Alabama. Well, we need to get down there sometime. It's hard with us working to really, we take our weeks that we have places we go, and then we do a lot of short weekends, but maybe we can get something in there. I shared out your Paula Dean video to a lot of people. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that.
Appreciate that.
Kimberly Jones, we absolutely love watching y'all. God bless you both. Thank you, Kimberly. And God bless you and your family as well. Thank you, Betty. Love your videos. Love your stand for the Lord. Thank you. Deborah Claypool, how are those young men doing that we saw from your church? They're all three doing very well. They're all three still at it.
Yeah.
They're actually, that was a different video, but I wanted to make that because all three of those young men have had more tragedy in their lives than what I've experienced at 54 years old. They've all lost a parent or had a parent to get messed up. Two of them actually lost a parent and to death. And they're doing great. In fact, the one in the middle of that video, the curly headed one, I'll just be honest with you, before he got saved, he did not like me. I did not like him. I remember, and I'm ashamed to say this because I'm a preacher. He used to have this big, bushy, curly hair. He might be watching tonight. So DJ, if you are, this is past. You know that. We laugh about it. He had that big old bushy curly. I remember one night telling her, says, I'd like to grab him with them curls and drag him around the church. Because he was one of those that you just want to, but Lord done something for him that you can't figure. He is absolutely.
Person. It's amazing.
He's on fire for God. He's preaching. He's a great young man.
All three of them are a blessing. That's wonderful.
They all are. And they've all got a personal story to tell. But they're doing great. Thank you for asking about them. I'm glad that you remember that video. It's been a while. 8, 9 months, maybe
Probably.
a year. Do a Bible study on what it means to be a disciple and follower of Christ. That would be a very, very good topic. Very good topic. Jesus made some very strong statements about that. Pick up your cross and follow me. And I'll say this. I'll just say this. This is not the night for the Bible study, but to be a follower of Christ means total surrender to Christ. It means total obedience to his word. There's no middle ground there. A lot of people want their relationship with God and they want the world. And, you know, that's the thing. I think that young man in the Paul Dean video with you was camera shy. Yeah, he might have been a little bit. I feel the same as you do, Derek. Yes, thank you. Well, amen, brother. Thank you. As the scripture declares, it is appointed unto man once to die, and after that the judgment. That's right, Hebrews 9:27. I appreciate you being straightforward. That is part of why I watch your channel. Thank you. And look, a lot of people do appreciate that. A lot of people it rubs wrong, but I've always been that way.
And to me, that's just the best way to be. You know,
I don't believe my opinion on anything means anything. That's my opinion, but I think when the Bible speaks, I think the Bible is the final authority on every issue. There's not one issue where I intentionally or whatever disagree with what the Bible says. And I don't know why anybody professing the name of Christ would. I don't know how they can. I mean, my beliefs, it affects the way I vote. It affects, hopefully, the way I live my life. That's the most important thing. Where I'll go, the actions that we'll partake in. Because especially when you're on YouTube, people watch you. And I don't want my words and then my testimony or my life to say two different things.
Right.
And I'll just leave that there. Big Blue Nation, one of my favorites, Acts 5:29, but Peter and the apostles answered, we must obey God rather than men. That's right. They had been commanded to stop preaching and not to speak in his name anymore. And they said, look, well, I believe you ought to obey the law. But here's a principle that you obey the law, but when that law directly contradicts what God said, then you obey God. That's exactly right.
Yep.
DP Mark, Smoky Mountain Man, amen. Terrell Cochran, I keep up on hatches as I like fly fishing. And I am an inspiring wildlife photographer.
Oh, nice.
Yes. I'd love to see some of your photography. So we're going to go about 20 more minutes, guys. We got to get off here about 9 because we got to do our reading tonight. We did a little bit of it, but we're trying to go through the Bible again, reading it together as a couple. This would be like, our 7th time now as a couple reading the Bible through in a year.
Yeah.
And
we did it in less than 6 months last year because we started late.
We started in July last year. Not that we started reading in July, but we just decided we were going to do that together. And we started in July and finished up December 14th. But I'll tell you how easy it is to read the Bible. A lot of Christians have never read the Bible from cover to cover. And that's okay if you've only been a Christian for a month or two. If you've been a Christian 5 years, that's not okay. Because I'll tell you how easy it is. 5 chapters a day, you can read the whole Bible through and the New Testament again 3 more times. Okay, 1,189 chapters. 4 chapters a day, you can read the whole Bible through and then the New Testament 2 more times. No reason a Christian can't do that. Read 30 minutes a day, you'll get through in 6 months.
Yeah.
I enjoy your videos, and it's obvious you talk.
You talk the talk and live it as well.
Thank you for that. That's
That
means a lot. Why has that gotten smaller here? The window's gotten smaller.
What did you do?
I don't know. What I don't like is how these other channels that talk. Okay, yeah, there you go. You got it back. I want to read that comment.
Sorry, then I go away from it. There.
Is how these other channels that talk the talk in turn they're drinking and partying. Well, I understand. One of the things is, we're going to do us and we're going to live the way we believe the Lord's want us to. It's not my job to live anybody else's life. It's not my job to judge anybody. I'm not going to talk about other channels. It's just, I see too much of that. I see this channel feuding with this channel. I think that's a bunch of junk.
We ain't doing that.
Yeah, we're not doing that. I understand what you're saying. That's kind of what I'm referring to when I say that since we're on YouTube, I want our life to reflect what we say we believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I understand. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I really do. Do y'all strictly go by the KJV? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm going to say this too, because this is one of those topics where I said I don't want to hurt or offend a fellow brother or sister. I do not believe that's a salvation issue. I do believe it's a preservation issue. I do not. I know there are other Christians who are as saved as I am and love the Lord as much as I do that do not have a KJV only stance. I do. I do not always. I feel like that's where my studies God put me, because I never could reconcile Psalms 12, 6, and 7 with the idea that all the translations today are all God's word, when some omit verses, some add verses, and some have translations that are contradictory. So yes, our church is KJV. I believe and preach the King James Bible. I will fellowship with another Christian who knows the same Jesus I know. That's not at that position. So I love all my brothers and sisters in Christ. So that's what I'll say about that. I don't believe it's a salvation issue. I think it's a growth issue. So that's what I would say to that. Thank y'all for that, because it is hard to find good content these days. Yes, it sure is. Scott says, I've been watching y'all's church for almost a year. I'm glad you enjoy it. Are you familiar with Pastor Danny Allen Nolan on YouTube? I just discovered him and would trust your thoughts. Scott, I'm sorry I'm not familiar, but I will become familiar. I will try to look him up. There's just so many out there. Some I would highly recommend, some not so much. I do not know the particular one you're talking about, but I will try to watch some of his stuff and listen to it. Jerry Goff, they tore it down and built an assisted living. Okay, all right, that makes sense why I couldn't see it anymore, because you could see that red roof and the cross on top of it from pretty good ways. I went to Evangel Christian from 2nd grade to 12th. It was on Main Street. Okay, I feel like I remember that place. On Main Street. I'm going to go ahead and tell you now, Lakeland, I was there 3 years. That's one of the hardest towns for me to find my way around. There was like 5 roads I stuck to, because I could get turned around there really easily. But Main Street, I'm assuming that would go right through town. I'd have to pull out a map to kind of get the layout of that again. Wanda, people have told me I'm religious, but I don't like that term. I don't either. I have a faith in Jesus. It is a personal relationship with him. That's amen to that. Religious don't mean anything. There's a lot of people that are religious. So I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Kimberly Jones says you can't be hot and cold and serve Christ. Either you are a follower or not. God is coming back. My house is in order and ready to go. That's great. That's great.
VA Fun Seekers, you're right about people paying attention to what you do when you're on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. And honestly, we still get people that, well, you call yourself this talking about just for us cutting up with each other. Now, listen, you can't handle that. I ain't read no Bible verse that says you can't have some fun. But yeah, I agree.
Well, the Bible talks about, what was it, Isaac sporting with Rebecca? It's like, we don't know what sporting means. I just kind of choose.
That might not be.
Maybe I should have said that.
Yeah, I don't think that was anyway. Let's move on from that.
We'll discuss that later.
All right. But yeah.
Now I feel stupid.
No. Don't feel, you're not. But I just think that might be a little bit more than them telling a joke. But anyway, you're right about people paying attention to what you do when you're on YouTube. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, absolutely. I think, I don't know. I think if we were on here talking about the Lord one night and then we're on there using bad language the next, you're going to call me out on that.
Yeah.
And you should.
Mm-hmm.
You should. On something legitimate like that, you should. Linda says, why did the Detroit Lions win, but the coach called some bad moves? But we are having the NFL draft here in Detroit. We don't want the Chiefs to win because of certain reasons. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't watch that whole game. Actually, I didn't watch any of it, but I did go back and watch the ending of it when it was on YouTube. I honestly wanted Detroit to win that game. Again, I'm just not a 49er person. I was hoping Detroit, I'm not really a Lions fan, but I really was hoping they would win that game. They never have been to a Super Bowl. Just the way they've turned it around the last few years, I was kind of pulling for them. I didn't see the game. I have heard some people talking about the coaches' bad calls. But, and that can happen to any coach. My goodness, he's turned that program around, so I'm sure they'll be back. But yeah, I'm sure that must have been disappointed. God, VA Fun Seekers, God wants you to be hot or cold, not lukewarm. Amen. Amen to that. Terrell says, I have seen a lot of people putting down the coach for not making the Super Bowl and forget what he did accomplish in the 2-1. Yeah, you got to look at it both ways. Yeah, maybe he did or didn't. I didn't see it. But, where were the Lions 3 years ago? Not really where they are now at all. Brian B. KJ for me only. Here's my thing on that. Again, I love anybody who disagrees with me on this, but when I go to church, I don't want the preacher to be reading out of one and half the congregation reading out of another and trying to say, okay, now mine says this, mine don't say this. Well, where's that verse in mine? There's a lot of things there that I have an issue with some verses being removed. I believe 1 John 5:7 called the Johannine comma belongs in the Bible. I believe the first 11 chapters of John 8 ought to be there. I believe in the long ending of the book of Mark. So, when some other translations tamper with that, that's where I lose it. Now, you got to take those points he left on the board. They lost the momentum and were done as soon as they didn't kick that second field goal. Okay. Well, again, I can't comment on that one either way. The best part of your food reviews is when you have family style, listening to you wrap up, struggling to breathe. You don't know how true that is. That night after, I'll go ahead and confess something to you here. The night we went to Mama's, we didn't do the intro till after we ate.
Because we got there so late.
And I'm just going to tell you, that's the reason. We drove straight from here, didn't even check our motel. We're just trying to get there and not show up right at closing time. So when we got there, I said, let's eat. Let's go in and eat. So when we're doing the intro, I'm trying to act like I'm starved to death, and I'm not. I'm sitting there miserable. Then I could kind of let down my guard a little bit on the closeout. We usually don't do it that way, but we were just so pushed for time that night. I can't do the family styles much. I mean, once in a while, earlier in the day, yes.
Yeah.
We got plans for next Friday night when we have to be in Winston, but we're going a little bit earlier. And it's going to be another one of those big meals, but it's looking forward to this.
We've talked about this for a while.
Yeah, about 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
VA funds, if you aren't a Christian, you may not realize how much a Christian can have.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Absolutely. Yeah. And especially in the next life, in eternity. Lakeland has grown so fast. Third most popular place to move to the past 5 years. Too much. People, please stop moving here. The only thing I'll say, Jerry, and I don't know if you agree with me on this, I think y'all got one of the greatest sheriffs on the planet. I love watching him.
Yeah.
I wish all sheriffs were like that.
He's fun to watch. Yeah. I hate that he has to say some of the things that he says, but he's good, and I like watching him on YouTube.
Yeah. He has some, I like the way he deals with the press when they get, when they try to give him a hard time. He's no nonsense.
No.
So I like him.
Mm-hmm.
When growing up, sitting around the dinner table, we would read a chapter out of the Bible, and Mom and Dad would explain it to us 3 kids. We got about 13 minutes, y'all.
Oh, Scott said here, I don't know if you got
no,
this.
I didn't. Sorry. No, Danny. Yeah.
Just Pastor Alan Nolan.
Alan Nolan. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that, because I would have been searching that.
Yeah.
When growing up, sitting around the dinner table, we would read a chapter out of the Bible, and Mom and Dad would explain it to us 3 kids. Precious memory.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
And children will remember that.
Yeah.
They certainly will.
Mm-hmm.
I hope one day our 2 sons, who are grown now, remember us reading the Bible. And I wish we had done it as diligently with them as a family as what we should have. But I know on Christmas morning every year we would get up and read the Christmas story out of Matthew and Luke and talk about that.
Yeah.
And our oldest son was like a Bible encyclopedia. Like, he could recite the books of the Bible forwards and then do it backwards when he was 7.
And he knew all the chapters in each book.
He did it in front of 1,000 people one night. And he knew that, he could tell you how many chapters was in each book. Our pastor we had an auditorium full of 1,000 people, says, call out a book and he'll tell you how many chapters is in it. He didn't miss. And
somebody tried to trip him up and named a book that wasn't in the Bible.
He just stopped, like, that don't sound right. At 7 years old.
Yeah. Smoky Mountain says, oh wow, I told my wife, look at them, they've eaten already.
You did
not. That obvious?
Yeah. You were struggling, you couldn't. I thought I did pretty well in that. I'd like to see y'all do the Daniel Boone in, and you will within the next 6 weeks, because we've
talked.
When we rode up there to see the snow the other night, I kind of mentioned there's going to be a review coming from there. I'm gonna level with you. Last time we were there, it did not wow me. So we kind of talked about going for breakfast, because when we went for breakfast last time, it was really good. But I think we're going to try it again for supper. It could have just been an off night. We actually watched another video on it last night, and it looked pretty good. So Shatley Springs is apparently gone for good. So I guess that's the nearest family style to us, is Daniel Boone.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to be doing that. We've already kind of been talking about it. Any faraway trips planned this year? Well, our usual Florida, late summer. We're looking for something over the 4th.
We're throwing around some ideas.
Well, we got an idea, but we're nothing definite yet. But it might be out west. But we'll see. Nothing guaranteed yet. Polar Bear Mama, Grady Judd is the best. Yeah. I'm not going to say it on here because probably some people wouldn't like it, but when all the riders and all the looters and stuff was going around and causing trouble in the streets, I like what he said about if they come to Polk County. I like that. So I'll just leave that there. You probably know what I'm talking about. Any trips planned to Pennsylvania this year? We don't honestly really have any, but
I'd like to.
yeah, there's a couple places up there we would like to see.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's a big, I'm sure you're familiar with this big buffet smorgasbord, I guess, up there.
Mm-hmm. And I want to go to Hershey Park.
Yeah.
Chocolate.
Cynthia, good evening. You're over there. You go to Liberty. Good evening. Good to hear from you tonight. Wanda, you're right. It's a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. Y'all's faith alone that's saved, not religious. Amen to that.
Mm-hmm.
Amen to that. For by grace are you saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast. That's absolutely right. We can't be good enough to atone for our sins, but there's one who was.
Yep.
Sounds good, Brian B. Happy Thursday to both of y'all. Happy Thursday to you. Dodge City still has a cheeseburger special. Now it's Monday through Thursday. We need to go back to the Dodge City.
I think we have a coupon too in that book.
Well, let's use it. You ever buy these coupon books that students sell and you forget you got it and you might use it one time and you basically threw $25 down the drain? We're not going to do that. We're going to go.
We've used it once or twice.
We used it at Popeyes. That's
Was that it?
Yeah.
Oh, we used it at Domino's.
When did we go to Domino's?
It was one night coming back from Lenore or something.
Okay, you might be right. I know you said your son is a policeman. My son is a police canine. Okay, nice. Much respect to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are very proud of our son. You know, it's as any parent would be. You have mixed emotions, but thank God for law enforcement. That's one thing I will go on record as we support law enforcement. There's bad in every profession, but there's a lot more good in it than there are bad.
Mm-hmm.
Rick about T-shirts in the South, the Red Onion in Boone, right down the street. Look, I'm not eating any place called Red Onion.
But it's Italian food.
Oh, okay. Well, I could get a pizza or something there, I guess. But thank you for. I'm just kidding because I don't like onions. But thank you for that. Down the street from Daniel Boone is great Italian food. Yeah, we'll give that a try. I'm just kidding there. Go to the Sight and Sound Theater in Lancaster also. Okay.
Okay.
You go to Shady Maple Smorgasbord, you'll have a hard time catching your breath. I've seen y'all's video and a couple of others there, and I believe that. I really believe that. That would be early in the day type thing.
Yes.
I will never. Mama's Farmhouse broke me from this 8:30, 8:15 at night.
Yeah, because we went to what was it, George's.
Captain George's. Yeah, I thought that broke.
And we're out when he's like, Shaughnessy, I told you not to let me eat that much. He blames me.
What do you think of the Detroit Lions game? They missed the Super Bowl. Like I said a minute ago, I did not watch that game. I was hoping Detroit would win. I really thought they were going. I don't know. I guess when they were up, 24-7 at the half, something told me Detroit, if there's a way to blow it, they will. But I was hopeful. And I really wanted them to beat the 49ers. I do not like the 49ers. I'm going to be honest with you. My growing up, my least favorite team was Dallas. That's no longer the case. I actually don't even dislike Dallas anymore. Since we toured the stadium, we've been to the area, and I like it. And I like Jerry Jones' stand a couple of years ago on kneeling for the anthem. I liked the fact that he said, we're not doing that. So, let's see. What do you think of the Detroit Lions? When I was 9 months old, I crossed a bridge with my mom here in West Virginia. That few hours later,
I remember you told
yes, I do remember you talking about that.
Yeah.
That's something.
It is. Lord was watching over you.
Absolutely. So we've got just 5 minutes left or so. We are going to have to jump off here. She works tomorrow, and we still got our reading to do. What y'all plan for springtime? Not a lot of big stuff in the spring, some weekends. We're going to be doing kind of our Valentine's weekend, not this one, but next. But we've got a lot of local stuff more in this area, Boone, Blowing Rock area. We're not going to be able to get back to the Smokies until spring or until another big snow hits, if it hits on the weekend.
Yeah.
Something tells me we'll be able to get up there. Now, you've actually named the 3 teams that were at the bottom of my list. Dallas and the Raiders were always my least favorite, and then probably San Francisco was right there. Again, since we've been to Dallas and I actually like the city and I love their stadium, that's actually the only one I've ever been down on the field in. I don't know. I can kind of live with them a little bit more now. I grew up a Steelers fan, and so then I kind of switched over to the Redskins. So either one of those, you had to hate Dallas, you know. Hi guys, good evening, Angie. Y'all have a good weekend too, David, Cindy, Carly. Good night. Thank y'all for being here tonight. We have a very good place here in Sparta called the Muddy Creek Cafe. It's great. Okay. Sounds good. Muddy Creek, what is it like? I guess it's like a little diner, maybe with burgers and sandwiches and stuff, maybe barbecue. We'll have to, maybe if we do one of our Blue Ridge Parkway trips when the weather warms up, that might be a good stop off.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, we're going to wrap it up here in just a minute. I'll take these last few comments, but we do want to thank everybody for coming. These last few, I love going to Lancaster. I take all the back roads, and they remind me of Middle Tennessee, where I'm from. I have to live in the North View to work, so my travels to Lancaster remind me of home. That's nice. Thanks for having a live. You're very welcome. Thanks for watching. Dallas, San Fran, Pittsburgh. We're going to have to wrap it up here, guys. Baltimore, Cleveland, Kansas City are at the bottom of my list. Yeah, Kansas City's making their way down to the bottom, too, for me.
Louise says she's got to go. Her phone's about to die. So
yeah, we're going to be going, too, Louise. Thank you
night.
For joining us tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed trout fishing at Sparta. I'm sure there's a lot of good places to do it. Thanks for the live. You're very welcome. Glad you enjoyed it. Good night. Good night to everybody. A lot of people are saying good night now.
Yeah, everybody have a good night.
Tony, I'm going to be shooting you a message here in a few minutes. Good night, Koala Bear, Wanda. I don't want to miss anybody. If I do, forgive me.
Jerry, Coffee Tea
Smoky
and Eve,
Mountain Man,
Lisa Marshall,
Jerry, yes.
Betty.
Okay.
Brian,
yes.
Thanks,
Looking
guys.
forward to the next video. Thank you. Lord willing, we'll have one up in a couple of days. We are going to try a local, go back to a local place that we really liked here a while back.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to probably be doing that, was it Saturday?
I think the special is Saturday night, so you got to stay tuned for that.
They have a prime rib special she's wanting to try, so.
Something local, and it looks amazing. So.
Yeah, but we have a video on it already, but we're going to go back, I think.
Yeah.
So, good night, everybody. So we're going to go ahead and sign off now. It's 8:56. We'll go a couple minutes. Have a great week. Thank you, Mary Jo. Angie, good night. I don't want to miss anybody. Terrell, Smoky Mountain Man, Doris, thank you. Thank you for watching that. Brenda and Brian, I think that's it. So, good night, everybody. God bless. Have a great evening.
That's why I got to push
You
the
have to
button.
do it up there.
Sorry, guys. I don't mean to get all up in your faces, but good night.
My phone, you have to hit everything twice.
Yeah.